Dun, 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 dun. What's up, Sensation?
How's it going?
Doing good. My voice is slowly coming back. I slept. Okay, so after I was tutoring here on the live stream, right? I went back and looked at that live presentation. Oh my god, I look so tired. I look like I'm like barely alive trying to like teach. I'm like, oh my god. Because I had to teach after that until like 11 p.m. So I taught like another 7 hours or something. It was ridiculous. And then I just decided to sleep eternally for the next 12 hours. I love this because I have like a fitness tracker that like tracks all my stuff. So this was my this is what it said. Let me see. Yeah, it was like you went to bed from 10:49 p.m. until 12:44 p.m.
Wow.
So I got like a solid 12 and a half of just like, I need to go to bed. It was pretty, yeah. I don't know. What's the longest you've ever slept, Sensation? That might be a record for me, honestly.
10 hours is the longest I've ever slept.
10 hours. Okay. I'll admit I woke up a couple times during that 12-hour time span to like go to the bathroom and like get more water, but I didn't really leave the bed. I was just like, nope. I am sleeping. I'm in the rest state. Anyways, yes, awesome. It's Tuesday. I'm feeling better. I feel more refreshed after sleeping for 12 hours. What's up, Laz? Awesome. Yeah, I need to see. I was talking. Penn Center implemented this new calendar idea, which I think is really cool. Let's see. I think it works now. Well, this is like my personal calendar. How do I show like? Is there a way to? Let's see. Display this only. Okay, cool. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. Okay. So he started like a Google Calendar, I think, where we can all put in. Because there are a lot of us. There are a lot of people here on Twitch, friends of ours that are all streaming math. Again, you all know them. We do math streamers. That's all the different accounts we have from our friends. And it was getting, kind of tricky to figure out when everyone was streaming. I used to do this. I used to say, I think it was like partner schedule. I think this is it. No, I spelled partner wrong. Oops. Partner schedule. Yeehaw. Well, that's not really working. Damn it! What's the command? I have it on. Nightbot. Nightbot has everything. Oh, thanks. Oh, I can literally just type that. Oh yeah. Okay, sweet.
Assuming it's in there.
It should be. I think it's under like partner. Oh, is it not? Oh.
So many points.
Oh, it's not actually. It's in the that's in the MeSeek bot on Discord. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Anyways, the nice thing hopefully is that with this we can just link a Google Calendar. And then it'll show up in their time zone, like when people are streaming. So I'm really excited about this. Anyways, what's up, Ishan? Good to see you. Let's see. Let me go through the chat so far. We got some stuff. Let's see. All hail Noise. Yeah, where is Noise? Is he still heartbroken over his girlfriend? Yo, what's up, Zach?
It wouldn't surprise me. I remember being that young.
I remember my first girlfriend. She my first like serious girlfriend like dumped me over Facebook like on my graduation day. Like I just checked on Facebook that my relationship status had changed and I was like, "Excuse me, what?" What just happened? So So I get it. Young love, young relationships are they're always the most brutal. You get older and you just stop giving a shit. You're just like, on to the next. My first girlfriend I married. Good for you, Zach. That's actually, that my sister has that story. My second youngest, so my third oldest, fourth oldest, whatever. My sister Maria, and is engaged to her high school boyfriend, and they did 4 years of college, long distance, and then another 3 years of law school, not in the same city, long distance, and now they're getting married. So it does happen. It's kind of rare. Yeah, I know. It's wow. Yeah, especially dude, today's society. I can't even get a girl to go to dinner with me. Maybe that's just Los Angeles, honestly. It's such a rare thing to just even get like a text back. And here, like, my sister is marrying her boyfriend that, they didn't even live in the same city for like, I would say most of their relationship. But anyways, all power to them. Oh, what's up, QV? Haven't seen QV in a while. What's up, dude? You want to come up the stage? You can say stuff if you want. Always invite them to speak. Let me make sure the YouTube is working. I've been getting the nicest comments on YouTube. I really do love this. Here, I'll show you. Just, this like warms my heart. Like, actually having
nice comments on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it surprising, right? I'm not getting a bunch of like shit posting stuff, dude. Here, let's go to like my YouTube studio. Yeah, let's just look at my comments.
I might have to change that outcome.
You look at this. Someone said, I have a midterm tomorrow, or this person called me a legend. I love you so much, actually. Thanks for this. Wow, you're a lifesaver. I said I prefer Starburst. 30 seconds. My teacher couldn't have explained this in 30 seconds. Like, I get, okay, whatever, like, yeah, awesome. Thank you. My calculus grade is in debt to your videos. Underrated YouTube video. I don't know. It's just nice. I like reading these types of things. It kind of encourages me to put more videos out, which I should. They just take so much time to edit and make these things because I want to make them well. I want them. I've experimented with like maybe just putting together something fast and choppy, but it doesn't get traction. It doesn't click. So I have to put in probably 10 hours into making these videos so that they're understandable and like high quality and not boring. I think that's the main thing. There's so many videos on YouTube on like how to explain a math topic, but they're like long and they're like drawn out, and I don't know, they're kind of like not really interesting. So I get why kids just like click away. It's like, I don't want to watch this. So I don't know. I've thought about maybe cutting back on the live streaming to then put more time into producing the videos. Because again, I love helping everyone on the live stream, yes. But I'm trying to see what, like any, this is the hard thing in life, right? Is figuring out what is your time the most effective at doing, if me putting in an extra 4 hours to make helpful videos ends up reaching 100,000 people versus me streaming an extra 4 hours, only reaches like 100 or 200, you got to start moving your time around. Or my big plan is to get away from me being the main person streaming. I would like for other people to just stream, and then have, the whole platform we've built, the channel, the Discord, just empower them to just, be able to reach people and help people. So, yeah. We'll see. Ideas, because I understand Sensation, you stream sometimes, but then like kids just don't show up or what. I wonder if if I give you my stream key and they know that they can get bond coins from it, they probably would show up. I think the kids really, they know about the incentive. Maybe. They know about the incentive. Like, we have 7 viewers right now. I know why we have 7 viewers. It's because they get channel points for watching, and then I buy them gift cards. So I'm starting to notice that like maybe I need to just like give you guys my stream key so that you can just do that, or give you the ability to just, I don't know, you just like DM me at the end of the week of like how many kids redeemed what, and I'll just be like, whatever, we'll credit it. Could be cool. Ideas. I like your idea about the background music. Sensation. I like that. I like the background music. That's a great idea.
It's one of the first things I did because it just gets kind of dry when there's just dead air.
Right. I mean, I can talk forever though. So like,
well, yeah.
There's never silence. I will always talk. I will fill the silence. But I like the that there's an ambiance going on. Nice.
I mean, it's the same with TV programs. I mean, even with people talking over the top of it, you notice when the music stops.
True. And actually, as someone who, I DJ, of course, and do music things, but it's the one thing I notice whenever I'm out at like an event or something. If the music ever stops, I'm like, someone messed up. So it's like I take it on as a personal responsibility to make sure that the music never stops in some capacity, So, is our YouTube live working right now? I can never tell if it is or not.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, can you take a look for me, please? It says excellent connection, but then like it says it's not streaming. It's finicky. I use an OBS plugin to pipe the audio out, the video out to the other one.
Which one do you use?
It's called. It's just called multiple output. Apparently, multiple output on OBS. Yeah. What's up, Centennial? What's up, Ace? Congratulations, Ace, on getting tier 2. I bought Ace a 2800 V-Bucks card today. Congrats. Multiple output. What did you get with the V-Bucks? There's a channel you guys can post it, but I always like to hear it. Yeah. I think it's this plugin. I think it's this one. I think it's just called It's RTMP is the name of the protocol, and it's a way to you can basically pipe out the stream to different sources. Saving up so far, cool. Yeah, nice. Okay, is the YouTube working, Sensation?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay, cool. All right, let me kill it. Kill that. One sec. And then I think I go to buy capers, the sweaty skin. Okay, here we go. So this would just say that maybe we have a connection, but I don't think it's gonna say we're streaming yet. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit start. Sometimes I have to like hit it a couple times. There we go. Now it's live. Wow. Excellent. Okay, cool. All right, we got everything. Let's start off the stream. Let's help you guys with some homework. All right. All right. Welcome everyone to Actual Education. My name is Dr. Gold. The stream that helps you out with math homework, science homework, all sorts of fun stuff. What's up? It's Tuesday. Yes. And let's see. I'm just gonna hop right in. Do we have any screenshots that have been coming up? Oh, here we go. Equity has one taco cap. Nothing actually super big here yet. Where's QVNT? QV, you got any questions?
Yes, if anyone on the stream has any questions, put them in.
Yes.
Help screenshots.
Help screenshots. We love that channel. Yeah, that's gonna be. See if it shows up correctly. No, it's showing up this now. OBS sometimes doesn't know which Discord window to show, so it's showing my stage Discord, which is annoying. I don't like that. But anyways, yeah. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Taco Cat says I should purge everyone who's not active on the server so that we can make a guild for the server. I was like, no.
I saw that, yeah.
I'm just gonna purge 1,400 users from my Discord. We keep growing. I think we're up to 1.68, and I'm not even really advertising that much.
I keep putting the non-channels in detention, and then I'll just at some point when it's maxed out, or I just can't be asked doing it anymore, I'll just be like, everyone in detention, is anyone here real? And then you probably just put
and it's like, now you're on the chopping block. Now you get axed. Equity, what's up, dude? What is up? Feeling better ish. I have to here, I'll show you guys. What was it? Tomorrow I have to head over to I won't be able to stream tomorrow because this week is what's called LA Tech Week in Los Angeles. And so what it is a series of events that they have all over the city, and there are a lot of seminars about people, founders, startups, CEOs, whatnot, talking about just cool stuff that's going on in tech. And I think one of the things I'm going to, let me find it real quick. I gotta go for where's Los Angeles? calendar. I already have it. Ugh, man, what was it? One sec. Yes, AI for social good. This is it. This is it. This is cool. Yeah. So this is one of the events I'm going to tomorrow. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning. But it's about this foundation that's talking about how to use AI to help nonprofits, which we've already kind of started doing here. I use AI to write stuff or chop up videos or come up with scripts. So it's pretty cool. This is going to be, it's called LA 2050, which I see like I maybe should have applied for this, or maybe next year I'll do it. But it's cool. This is a nonprofit that just gives out massive grants for people to try to help things in LA. I think it's actually, I like how this works. So what happens is, here we go. Let's see. I want to see like how it works. There's a whole like how it works.
2050. Why 2050?
I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to make LA not a piece of shit by 2050.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Okay.
I got one word for you. Or two words even. 2 words. South Central.
South Central. Yeah.
South Central notorious for about 20 years for like shooting each other with AK-47s. It was on every movie and TV series.
Dude, it's getting better though. South Central is getting gentrified for sure, dude. It's not as bad.
Which came up in Boys in the Hood, if you've ever seen that movie.
Yes, there you go. That's an old school one.
Not Morpheus. Fucking hell, not.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, what's his name?
He had a strange name in the movie. I've forgotten the name now. Furious. Yeah, Furious explains to all these boys, the meaning of gentrification and why it's a bad thing, but it's from a very 90s racial perspective.
Sure.
Something which we are finally moving past as a world.
Yeah, we finally got past that. Yeah. Well, and I'd say sometimes the pendulum's swinging too much the other way though, so it goes both ways. But anyways, what this 2050 grants challenge is it's pretty cool. So what they did is they asked people in LA to vote for what issues they thought mattered the most to them. And I think I saw something that they had like 15,000 people vote. They casted like 100,000 votes, and they came up with the things they wanted to fix. So here we go. Here's the issues. So here are the 13 issues that come up with. Someone was like K through 12 STEAM education. Isn't this interesting? We've moved past STEM and now we added the A. I think the A stands for arts.
Arts.
Which at this point,
no.
isn't it just education? Like science, technology, engineering, math. Yeah, exactly. Zach's like STEAM is everything. Yeah, I'm confused. Like STEM made sense because it was, I don't know, science and math made sense. And then they were like, okay, but now we should add tech. Okay, now we should add engineering. And now we're adding arts. Well, now it's just everything. Okay, but whatever.
Without the arts, it makes sense because it has. But then I can understand why they'd add art because they're thinking, it's all about creating something from nothing. But then it's a very different mindset, arts and engineering. Oh
yeah, and different career paths and everything. Zach says STEAMs is STEAM plus sports. Yeah, that'd be too much, dude. Yeah. Sports funding doesn't need any more funding. We have enough funding for sports. That's actually a big. That's a big thing, isn't it?
Add another Ian.
Add another Ian.
The sheer volume of people that need to know English.
English.
God.
There we go. Exactly. Yeah.
Me as a Scotsman saying you need to learn English. Think about how much of a problem that is for you.
Yeah, that's something. So I guess they said education, and then they said access to tech and creative. That's cool. Community safety, so parks and access, public transport. That's a very big thing. Social support networks, affordable housing, healthcare, mental health, food insecurity. Okay. I guess not knowing where your next meal comes from. And then youth economic advancement. Oh, I maybe should have applied in this group. Yeah. But yeah, so
quite a lot of it is very American.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of these problems are very American.
Yes. I mean, this grant is specifically for people in Los Angeles, apparently. I mean, this one, yeah. So yeah, they had all these groups. These issues, and then I guess a bunch of groups and nonprofits came up with ideas for them, and then they selected some winners, and they gave out a lot of money. They gave out like I think $3 million total. So they gave out $75K. So here, if you go to like the winners, where are the winners? Here are the winners. Was it 60 organizations? Wow, that's crazy. I wish I'd known about this. But there's some cool ones here. Look at this. Empowering LA Students for STEM Success. I guess these people are probably a little bit more official than me. The Partnership for Los Angeles Schools. Yeah, this is probably like a big organization. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, they got pictures of kids and stuff. Yeah. All right. Yeah, they have 20 schools, 3 communities. This is cool. Oh, look. Hey, here's your South Central, by the way.
Is that South Central?
Yeah, this is South Central down here. That's funny. So yeah, so where they're helping schools, yeah, are all the shitty parts of LA. It makes sense. Yeah. So like, this is like the South Central corridor is what this is. What's up, Pachinko Raid? What's up, Pachinko?
Where's Compton?
Compton's down here. Yeah, South Central. So South Central is like right here. Here it says South LA. Sorry, we'll look at it.
Yeah.
This is like South Central right here, and then Compton is towards here, down here. This is Compton.
Oh, Vinville, yeah. I recognize some of these places.
Yeah. So it's actually interesting because Linwood, this area right now, which is called Black Beverly Hills in Los Angeles, is what they call it, is becoming very gentrified with very like rich people and whatnot. So it's starting to be nicer. But you can see right, yeah, all the schools that need help are right here. Raising with Simplex. This is downtown, and so this is like Skid Row. This is a really bad part of town. Skid Row is you want to go for a fun place like for a Halloween scare like any day of the year, just go to Skid Row. Right. Yeah, what's up, Obi? Good to see you, dude. So yeah, so that's cool. So anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go to this event tomorrow. So I won't be able to stream tomorrow because I'm going to this and then I'm going to another event, and it's all for LA Tech Week. It's a bunch of different entrepreneurs, VCs, founders, funders, angel investors, all these people just kind of mingling to like, I don't know, just talk about things. And hopefully I can, talk about you guys to them a little bit, and we'll see what we get. Sometimes someone really likes your idea and they're like, hey man, I want to give you $100,000. Like, just keep doing it. And I'd be like, yeah, that's awesome. Could use that. Then I could buy you guys a lot more prizes. / I could advertise this a lot more. I'm hesitant to advertise this more because it's starting to get like too big for me to support with my current funding streams. So I need to find more ways to get money for it. I remember you. The Little Shop of Horrors. Really? What is the Little Shop of Horrors? That's a funny one. Little Shop of Horrors? Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, it's a musical. I'm not the biggest fan of musicals, but oh wow, it's an 86 film. Oh, that's good. Neil says, what are your goals for the conference? So yeah, it's not an official conference. Well, it's like a series of events that are happening all over Los Angeles. Let me see if I can find. I need access to this. One sec. LA Tech Week. There's something where like I could see like all the events. One sec. Yeah, one sec. Let me switch to this one. There we go. Rick Moranis, yeah, dude. Rick Moranis has such a funny story, right? Because he just bowed out of film, right?
Did he come back for a bit?
I think like he made his money and then he just bounced, and he's just like, I need to focus on my family. I don't need to make any more money. Oh, after his wife passed. Oh, that's signing into my other email account. Wait a minute. I forget if this is my password.
See, this is the thing. I don't even remember Rick Moranis in much, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and yeah, wasn't he in Spaceballs too?
Spaceballs.
Yeah, Spaceballs. He's very famous for Spaceballs. Spaceballs were great.
But I didn't know that until I was an adult. So.
Let's see, Tech Week, Los Angeles calendar. Okay, well, I don't. Why is it making me? I don't want to sign up for this fucking thing again.
No.
No, I really don't.
No.
It's like they give you like an email or something. Okay, here we go. All right, here's all the events. Okay, so this is Los Angeles, LA Tech Week, and they host it all over. So these are in Santa Monica, some are in Venice, the West Side, Beverly Hills, downtown LA. But it's all a bunch of like really cool events. So I don't know. Here we go.
Space
Founders
Jam.
and yeah, Space Jam. Let's see what this is. I'm just curious what this is. It's a bunch of like VC companies and like so venture capital. They provide all the money for like startups and stuff. Generation Space, and so they have a bunch of panelists and they're talking about all these business things, right? Networking, synergy, whatever. Like I don't know. It's some of these are not very interesting to me. I don't really care about them. But this is cool. So the Google AI Salon, the future of entertainment and creativity. This looks pretty cool. So this is a whole meeting where they're showing, the latest in AI that they're doing and how it affects entertainment. And it's all like a connection meeting thing is what it is. So yeah. So and they're at very cool places. This is this is just going to be down in Venice.
Venice Beach.
Yeah, Venice Beach. Yeah, it's down the street from me, right? And so a lot of them are like happy hours and like dinner parties and stuff. And it's just a good environment to just rub shoulders with other like-minded people, hopefully, if you pick the right events. So, I tend to be more interested in the ones that have, I'm not going to go to women product leaders. Like, that's not really me. I'm not a woman. But, there's comedy shows and stuff. Meta Monday, the Fashionverse. Like, I was in fashion. I go into this. There's some though with like education here. Let me type in education. Education. There we go. Transforming educational guidance with global success. That was it. And then there were a couple in like the gaming, which were cool. Web3 gaming at this, gaming startups for future founders. There's just like so many of these cool events, and they're all free. How you can skim off the top and pay people the least. Yeah, I know. Unfortunate. So yeah, my goal would be to try to find other people that are also interested in using technology, AI, all this social media stuff to help students with education, and see if there's some ways we can work together, or maybe if they know funding sources. Like again, there's all of these grants and stuff popping up that I just don't have on my radar because I'm not in that scene as much. I focus on teaching. I don't focus as much on where do I get the money for it. So these people, that's their job. If they're venture capitalists or they're angel investors, all they do is just money. Nice. And yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. We got a lot of good questions today. Let's go through them. In case the Fashionverse, in case it's not obvious, definitely skeptical of the corporate motivations. 100%. Yeah. And yeah, I have to be very wary that someone isn't just trying to fund what I'm doing because they want to sell the kids like, I don't know, Gatorade or something. What do they gain by giving away money? So they feel good. That's a good thing. So some people just have a lot of money and they want to feel like they're helping the world, and they don't, their skills involve making money. Their skills don't involve how to spend it to help people. So they find other people that they believe in who can take their money and use it effectively and efficiently to help the world. And then they feel like they're part of the journey, part of the success story. So that's something for sure. Yeah, and then, yeah, Obi's right with the actual thing here, which is tax write-offs. Correct. Most of these people have a lot of money and they don't want the government to take it. So if they donate it, they get to write it off on their taxes, and then Uncle Sam doesn't take as much. And at the same time, they're helping out people like us. They're helping out you. So it's a win-win, I would like to encounter someone early life. Why don't rich people want to donate to the government? Because rich people, and probably, there's some truth to this. Don't believe that the government does a good job at spending the money. There's a lot of corruption, they believe. There's a lot of mismanagement of funds, and they're not spending it. And also, when you give taxes to the government, you don't get to tell the government what to spend it on. So, for instance, if you're someone who hates the oil and gas industry, part of your tax money goes to the oil and gas industry. We subsidize drilling. We subsidize stuff like that. And so you might not feel cool with like your dollars going to help something you don't like. Whereas if you donate to a specific cause, you get to choose where that money's going. And even with nonprofits, someone, if they donate money to me, can specifically say, I want this to be used for this in your project. So if they say, I don't believe in video games, I don't want you to use this money to help with video game prizes, but I would like for you to buy kids textbooks. I could be like, okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I get to decide whether I accept that. But they can be specific with what they want you to do with the money, and you come to an agreement and be like, cool, yeah, I'll take your $20,000 and we'll start a book club and I'll just buy kids a bunch of textbooks. I understand maybe you don't like video games, so it's cool. Yeah. Anyway, so
people do donate to the government.
Rich people do donate to the government, yeah, usually for influence and other things. So yeah, that's called lobbying. But yeah.
Or payoffs, depending on your perspective.
Exactly. That's the corruption aspect of it. Yeah. So, bribery. Yes. Well, bribing is illegal, but they call it lobbying. Lobbying is the nice word for it. Being a lobbyist is you meet with senators, you meet with politicians, you eat fancy dinners, and then you convince them to change their mind on certain things. Like maybe they're putting a bill forward. And again, let's say it's going to restrict, offshore drilling. You might get a bunch of people in the oil industry being like, hey, go have dinner with that guy, and maybe convince him that that's not the best idea. And so that's lobbying. Anyways, okay, here. Let me help out. Dennis, you have a question here, which is like, the Balmer formula? Oh, excuse me. So where'd my mouse go? Mouse. You want to work today, mouse? I gotta reset this. Ugh. Yes, mouse is working. Mouse is turning on. That's good.
Baby voice is on. You guys hit me with all the things. What's up, Falcon, dude? Where's my mouse? Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. Alright, here. Let's see. Yeah, we do have some questions today. Y'all submitted questions right now. We got equities first. What's up, Teacup? Teacup, I haven't seen you forever, dude. What's going on, dude? You can come up and say hi. Hello. Hey, Teacup, how's school doing?
Going.
How's life? You got all 100s and everything? Probably.
No, actually.
No? Okay. Do you need help with getting those all 100s?
88.9.
Uh-oh. Well, that's basically an A. You're close.
Doing my AP work.
Yeah, AP. I was very lucky in high school to have a really fun AP World History teacher. She was actually a double doctorate. She had 2 PhDs. I forget her name, but she made the class fun. I understand that can sometimes be a very dry and boring class, right?
I have a good teacher, though.
Good. I'm glad you do, man. Nice. Always good to hear from you. Everything else is good in life? You're what, a sophomore now? Junior?
Stuff.
Sophomore. Okay. Sophomore year was a fun year for me, man. Yeah. I think junior year was my hardest because that's the year you're also getting all your college stuff ready to go. And then senior year, you kind of just coast, which is nice. So enjoy your fun year now.
Yeah.
What math are you taking?
I mean, Algebra 2 trigonometry.
Cool. I actually didn't really like Algebra 2. To me, I felt like it was just algebra topics, but like extended. I'm just like, we're not really learning anything new here. But trig is very useful. Comes in a lot of use. Are you still playing? Yeah, go on.
Like, that's fine.
Oh, what were you gonna say? You're gonna say technically something. Technically what?
I was gonna say I'm technically behind as everyone else is taking calculus.
But you're a sophomore. You have sophomores taking calculus?
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Most of them actually.
We actually started going through calculus with what was it? What was it last year? Maybe last year we were going through like the calculus textbook. You've learned some calculus already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So can you take it next year? Can you take calculus?
Yes.
Okay, good. And then I can help you with that. You've already learned a lot of it. I taught you a decent amount of calculus already on the stream, if you remember it. Yeah.
I had to take my PSAT today.
Okay. How'd your PSAT go?
And
Yeah. I kind of didn't take the PSAT seriously when I had it, so I totally
tried.
understand.
Just wasn't a lot of stuff on the math part I could do.
Oh, because a lot of it was like Algebra 2 stuff that you hadn't covered yet?
A lot of it was stuff that I didn't know. I wasn't even algebra 2 stuff.
Okay. Do you have some example questions of what it is? I could always teach you it, Could help.
They're not released yet, so I don't actually.
Oh, okay. Well, they have previous
Maybe
year
release
ones.
next month.
They have this here. What where was I had this in 1 second, let me pull it up. So yeah, over the summer we did like SAT questions and stuff to prepare students for the SAT. And that part of that is also the PSAT as well. So this right here was a SAT question bank that someone came up with. Here, I'm going to post it in the chat for you guys. Totally free. It's awesome. Whoever made this is great. But they have, here, this has PSAT included, PSAT excluded. So here, we can go to PSAT included. But they have all the, I don't know where they got all these questions from, but I think they took them from, you can download an app called Blue Book to practice. Okay, cool. So this must be them taking it from Blue Book and some other stuff. But I like how they organized it by section. So for instance, if you knew you needed to get help with math, you could go to the math section here. And let's say, for instance, you really struggled with geometry and trig. Like that seems to be a common thing. You can then go by the section here, be like, maybe I'm not really good with circles. Honestly, I hate circles. Almost as much as I hate all the triangle theorems. But you can go here, and they have it by difficulty level. You see how they have like hard, medium, easy. So you can go to this, and they have the questions, right? They have the questions up here. And they also have the answer with the explanation. So you can go through, do the questions, check you get the answer right. Do the question, check you get the answer right. So maybe you could try this teacup. Yeah, teacup. This would be pretty cool, right? Here, I'll just dump this here for you later. I don't know. If you at some point want to like get ahead on stuff and don't want to spend $2,000 on an SAT course, that stuff sucks. Yeah, that stuff it's way too expensive. You can study yourself doing this, and actually, this is how I help students a lot on the SAT. Is we go through these questions, I figure out what they know, what they don't know, and then try to show the tricks and the shortcuts for solving things. Yeah. So, could be something, if you want to check it out sometime.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it over this summer because I gotta do the SAT next year.
Yeah. Also, you take the PSAT your junior year as well, I think. So you're early taking it your sophomore year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the PSAT is only offered in the fall. It's mainly for scholarships, is what it is. There's a thing called NMSQT, I think, National Merit Scholar, right?
The National Merit Scholarship Society.
Good. Yes. Okay. So if you do well enough on the PSAT, it automatically qualifies you for cash. They'll just give you money. They don't even care.
1450.
Yeah. 1450 is the score you need? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so it's I didn't know this in high school. When I talk it, I was like, oh, it's a practice SAT. I don't give a shit. Like whatever. I'll just like, meh. But then I saw like, oh, wait a minute. If I'd actually taken it seriously, there's a lot of money they give out, which is great. Mathematics, echo chambers, characterization, scapegoats. You do have to be in the U.S. to get funding. Yeah, I think you can take it outside the U.S. if you want to put it on your resume for saying like I'm smart and whatnot. But in order to get the funding that comes with it, you have to be in the United States. Yeah, it's how all our money works. You Canadians pay different taxes, so money comes from different sources. Yeah. Okay. Here, Teacup, have you done logarithms?
Yeah.
Do you know what logarithms are?
Before.
You done them before? Okay, cool. Here, this is one of Equity's
Yeah,
questions.
you did them a while ago.
Oh, we did, yeah, right, yeah. Let's see if we could solve this for you guys. Yeah, you and Equity both. Let's try and do this, right? So this is saying the log of the square root of x to the third, y to the fifth. Yeah, this is kind of here.
Yes,
This is it right here.
on your website.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Do you guys know how to do this? How would I simplify this? Or they sometimes call this like expand. Expand it. And then here, I'll see if I can pull up. We need the rules. Where did I put all the rules? Where are all my log rules? There they are. These are we like these. We like these log rules. These are good. These are good ones. Let's put them up here. Okay. Cool. Here we go. This should help you guys out. Okay. So knowing this, how do you think we do this? Anybody got any ideas? Equity, you got any ideas? Okay, cool. I like that first. That's a good idea. Yeah. So Equity's bringing up something important. So yeah, do we remember? So square roots are kind of tricky sometimes, right? If I have the square root of a times b, I can also split this into the square root of a times the square root of b. Did y'all know that? It's kind of cool. Some people try to say this though, right? If I have the square root of a plus the square root of b, is this equal to the square root of a plus b? Do you remember this, Teacup? You remember how to do this?
You're coming back to me.
Yeah. So this is not true. You're not allowed to just... Yeah, good. Exactly. You can't just say the square root of a plus the square root of b is the square root of a plus b. This does not work. No. But multiplying does. Multiplying's okay. So if you have two things multiplying underneath the house, you can put them in separate houses and have them multiply. So what Equity came up with, which was a good idea here, is he said, okay, I'm looking at this, right? We got two things being multiplied underneath a big house. I'm going to split that up into the log, and then I'm going to say this is, let's do different colors. Let's say the square root of x cubed times
The square root of y to the fifth.
y to the fifth. Yeah, exactly. Right. Perfect. Yeah, nice, guys. Okay. And then we have to remember what happens when I have the log of something multiplied by something.
It turns into ln a plus ln b.
Exactly. Good job, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So this, if I have the ln of two things multiplying, I can take the ln of them separately being added to each other. So yeah, this becomes the same thing as the log of the square root of x cubed plus the log, and then we're going to square root of y to the fifth. Okay, cool. All right, we're getting closer. There's another like step, another two steps we can do. Neil says that's interesting because it works for 4. Yeah, 4 is a weird number, right? Because like 2 squared and 2 times 2 and 2 plus 2, all of these things all are equal to 4. So where it seems like, oh, it's just adding, it may be that it's multiplying, or it may be that it's squaring. So I always tell students, if you're like trying to test numbers and stuff, don't use 2. No. Because 2 obeys like so many weird rules. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Equity has this, he's saying, okay, I think this is log of x to the 1/3. Close. Kind of close here. Okay. So we got to remember this is another thing with exponents and radicals, okay? If I have let's say the eighth root, or let's say the bth root. The bth root of x to the a, this is the same thing as x to the a divided by b. Okay, good. All good, 1K. Did you put a question in 1K? Am I missing one of your questions to go over? Oh, you did. Oh, ooh, yes. Oh, you're doing chemistry diagrams? Oh, I love chemistry diagrams. Yeah. And then we'll help Dennis out. Okay, awesome. Yeah, all right, 10 minutes. You're good. All right, so this is a very important rule to know. So anytime you want to write out different roots of things to different powers, you can write them as fractional exponents. So the exponents are a fraction. So, for instance, if I had x to the 2/3, right? This would be the same thing as, okay, so the bottom number is always the type of root. So in this case, this is a cubed root. And then we say a cubed root of x squared. And actually the cool thing about this is I could take this squared and I could put it outside as well. So you can either say it's a cubed root of x squared or it's a cube root of x squared. I know that sounds the same, but you can either square the x and then take the cubed root, or you can take the cubed root and then square it. It's the same thing. Yes, exactly. Okay, yes. So when we get to here, for example, right? Yeah, okay. So also another tricky thing, if they don't put a number here on like what type of root it is, you can assume it's a square root. Okay. Anything else like cubed root, fourth root, they're gonna have to put like a number on it. So good. Yeah. So this is not x to the 1/3. It's actually x to the 3/2, right? So remember, this is the root, the second root, and then the cubed here goes on top. So good. This is log of x to the 3/2, and then this is plus log of y to the 5/2. Logarithms are asking about the exponents. Logarithms are exponents. They're kind of like I feel like they're like inverse exponents. Like the anti-exponent is like log. But then what is anti-log? I think anti-log is a thing though. Don't we say like take the anti-log of both sides? Isn't that a thing? I think it is. Anyways. Okay. So once we're here, right? What's the next step? How can we simplify this even more? It's using another one of these special rules. E to the x is the anti-log. Is that like the Antichrist or something? Thanks for the follow type going. What's up? Nice. E to the 2i pi is the anti-human. Yeah. Good. Yes. Very good. Yeah. So here's another. Again, it's the key rule of logs, right? If I have the log, this is ln, which is just a special type of log, and I have an exponent up top, that thing comes down here. So then I have that's the exponent times that is the same thing. Yeah. 5 log y, log u. What level of math is this meant to be up to? This stream does anything. Anywhere from like middle school up through, I would say differential equations is what I'm comfortable with teaching. But we also have some awesome math streamer friends of ours. You should go check them out, Typhoon. That's all of them. Make sure you follow them. Some of those guys are like math professors at the college level. And some are even doing dissertations and PhDs in mathematics. So if you ever want to ask about like, I don't know, like topology or, you know, real analysis or some of the higher level math courses, I can try to answer some of the probably the basic questions in it. But if you really want to dive deep into that stuff, those guys know the limit is infinite. I do linear algebra. Yeah, linear algebra is cool. I can help you with linear algebra. Yeah, I like linear algebra. You finished differential equations 2? Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, DiffyQ is great. Actually, I like DiffyQ. DiffyQ is fun. But yeah, so we do everything. So I have my PhD in physics, so I can go much higher in physics. My math tops out around complex analysis in DiffyQ. But we teach as low as like middle school too. So right now we're doing log rules. I think this is kind of like intermediate high school. I'd say this is like second year high school maybe. Yeah, you can send questions in Discord. So yeah, we have a whole channel, which is called Help Screenshots. Yeah, you can only post images there. So just take a screenshot of whatever your question is and post it in there. If you want to type out what your question is, you can do it in the chat. It's easier for me to see it. There you go. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Sensation. Okay, anyways, let's wrap this question up real quick. So yes, and then you guys had the right thing here, right? If I got the exponent, I can pull it down. So this becomes 3/2 log of x plus 5/2 log of y. And you're done. Good job, guys. Add 1 to teacup and equity. Yeah, good job, guys. I appreciate the question. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. 1K is gonna come up eventually. Let me see if is Dennis around. Where's Dennis? Who invited Dennis? Dennis is cool. I think Dennis found us through TikTok. But he was asking. He's asking about And then 1K. Let me know if you're back in the chat. 1K. Dennis is here. Sweet Dennis. This looks like physics to me. Yeah, you're welcome, Equity. It says use the Balmer formula to compute the Balmer beta wavelength for atomic hydrogen. List both air and vacuum wavelengths. Ooh, interesting. Okay, where lambda air is equal to lambda over n. N is the index of refraction, I think, is how this works. This is cool. Is this physics? This sometimes gets thrown into chemistry because we're talking about hydrogen. But yeah. Anyways, okay. The Balmer formula, I need to remember what it is. It's something like 1 over n1 squared minus 1 over n2 squared. And then I think there's like a z over n to the 4th or something. It's something like this, but let me pull it up. One sec. Oh, it's astrophysics. Cool. Very cool, man. Yeah, here we go. This is what I need. Wow. I don't want the... Oh, it's called the Rydberg formula, I think is what it's called. Yes. And then where's just... I just want something with the numbers on it. Because you can do it in energy, or you can also do it in wavelength. It's the same thing. Because energy and wavelength are related to each other. Okay, I think this is what I want. I think I want this. Okay, go away, Olive. All right. Astrophysics, right? Yeah, that's cool, Dennis. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. You're in astrophysics. Okay. So this is a big thing in chemistry as well, because this is how they do, I believe it's called spectroscopy. But they look at the spectral emission of atoms under heat and whatnot, and that tells you what the energy levels are, which is actually also related to what 1K is asking about later, which is this. It has to do with this as well. This is electrons like jumping different levels, and when they do that, they release energy. Yeah, and energy is light, and light is wavelengths, so it's all related. Okay, so oh, and they gave you R. Oh, m, where R equals m to the -1, m equals 2. What? Oh, m equals 2 for the Balmer. Oh, okay. The Balmer series is going from is it going from 2 to 1? Is that what the Balmer series is? Let me see. Oh, no. The Balmer series is characterized by going from n equals greater than 3 to 2. Okay, cool. Ah, okay. And then, yeah, okay. Right, there's a bunch of different series we have here. Yeah, what are they called? So that's the Rydberg. So the Lyman series is going to n equals 1. Balmer is going to n equals 2. Passion, n equals 3. Bracket, P-Fund, yeah. Okay, cool.
Sorry, just quickly.
What's up?
We got a couple of messages in YouTube chat.
Oh, nice. What are they saying?
I don't think anyone's noticed, including me until now. Proud Vault Chaos asks, "Can we do chain rule?" And Bob Anderson asks, "Can you do PDE?"
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, awesome. Let me see. Can y'all let me see. Can y'all? I need to find a way to integrate the YouTube chat on OBS.
I've had that problem too.
It's a mess, dude. YouTube's the worst, but we're getting a lot of traction on YouTube now, so I really should be doing it more. Can you all post a screenshot of your example question in our Discord, and we'll go over it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Appreciate it. Taking. All right. You can't show YouTube, yeah, because they hate each other, right? I think technically I'm not allowed to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, but like whatever.
Are you a partner?
I am technically a partner, yeah, but they don't really give me much money, so I don't know. Okay. M equals 2 for the Balmer series. Oh, Balmer beta wavelength. Okay, cool. You see how they said here? They actually told us this. Okay. Balmer beta. Okay, so that's here. Sorry. So let's look at what the beta wavelength. Okay, Balmer series. There we go. Okay. So Dennis, the beta wavelength is going from 4 to 2. It's going from n equals 4 to n equals 2. It looks like alpha is 3 to 2, gamma is 5 to 2. That's delta 6 to 2. Okay, so we're going from 4 to 2. Okay. Oh. Where is he going? All right, there we go. Okay. So this is from 4 to 2. And so we're going to say, okay. 1 over lambda is equal to r. R is the Rydberg constant. That's 1.097 times 10 to the 7th. And then we're going to say it's 1 over the final. So the final state is going to be 2. So we're going to say 1 over 2 squared minus the initial. And so for the beta, it's 4 to 2. So that's 1 over 4 squared. Okay. And then that's going to give us a value. So let's pull our calculator out real quick. Where's our calculator? Calculator. Oh, calculator's wrong color. One sec, we got to fix that. I don't like no boring gray calculator. Sometimes my skin resets. It's annoying. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, gold calculator. Much better. All right. What's up, 1kg? We're actually, this is kind of similar to what your question was about. It's about at least atoms and stuff, but elements and electron levels. So we did 1 over 2 squared, so that's 1 over 4 minus 1 over 16, which is that. And then we're going to times that by 1.097 e to the 7th, okay? That gets us a really big number, which I'm then going to, but we know that's 1 over lambda, okay? So this is equal to 1 over lambda. So in order to get lambda, I'm going to flip it again, which means I'm going to raise it to the -1 power. And so then I get this. I get, cool. So lambda, and this is lambda vacuum, is what we say. So lambda vacuum is going to be equal to 4.86 times 10 to the -7. But usually we like things in nanometers, Dennis. So I'm always going to divide that by 10 to the -9 to get nanometers. So here, let me write out the steps real quick. Sorry. So I hate when teachers skip steps and then you don't know what the hell's going on. So 205, 68, 75, and then lambda was equal to this to the -1, which equals to 4.86 times 10 to the -7 meters. Okay. And then in order to get to nanometers, I'm going to take lambda divided by 1 times 10 to the -9. Okay. So we divide this by 1 times 10 to the -9. And then that's going to get me 486 nanometers. Cool. Which I think that's like red. Is that the wavelength of like red or something? I think it is. What's up? Who wants to come and say hi? Oh, what's up, Dennis? Or who is this? Who is D?
Did you just call me Dennis?
Oh, my bad. Destiny, dude. What's up, dude? Dude, I'm so sorry, bro. Well, you know what? Good, man. I had streamer mode on, and so they do this weird shit where like I can't see your names fully. I hate Discord's weird with that. What's up? How's college, dude?
Dude, it's I just got a 72 in a midterm on Monday, so we're not feeling too hot.
Not too hot. It's okay.
You work it out, you know. It's fucking.
It happens. Right. No bad thing, but also like, what was the class average? That's what I would say. Like, it's okay to get a 70. What's the class average?
Wednesday still has to take it, so I'm gonna get some points back. I'm not sure, but I have to get a 76 average exams, otherwise I fail the class. And it's only the midterm. So if I don't get like an 80 plus on the final, screwed.
Is this for you're in like nursing school, right, or something, or it's like an accelerated nursing thing? Okay. So is it like an anatomy class or something?
No, it's the easiest class ever, which is why I'm so mad. You just had like anatomy, biochemistry, microbiology. I got A's in all of that because I went hard with. I underestimated this class. That's all it was.
Oh, it happens, dude. It happens.
I'm just mad at myself. How are you
It's
doing?
okay. I'm doing great, dude. My voice is coming back. I was out in the desert over the weekend playing a show, so like I lost my voice from being on a microphone and stuff. Yeah, but it's coming back.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's super dope. Are you wait? So let me think. You're a freshman, right? Freshman is your first year of college, or sophomore?
Yeah, I
Oh
was
my
a
God.
freshman. Hawked, I think, because I was given the dorm tour, if you remember.
Yes, you gave me. So this is the thing, bro. I can't even remember. Like that to me feels like that was this year, but you're saying that was like last year.
It was last semester.
Oh, okay. Okay, it was during the fall, so it was last school year. But got you. Okay, got you. No,
We're
during
in
the spring.
fall.
Sorry, during the spring. My brain's gone. My brain's gone at this
Oh,
point.
you're good too. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm actually, you know what I am now? I'm a tutor.
Oh, what? That's dope. What are you tutoring in?
I'm tutoring the same thing that I'm actually a teaching assistant for, which is biochemistry.
Nice.
Yeah, the teacher, like the old professor, actually reached out to me and was like, "Hey, do you want to be a learning assistant?" Which is like our equivalent of a teaching assistant.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's a great thing to do. Yeah.
Big
And
wins.
do they pay you a little bit for that? But must get some money, I hope, right?
I get units for being a learning assistant. So
Okay. Yeah, it's also great for your resume too. Like if you have that on
Yeah.
a resume. Yeah.
I'm thinking about being a professor someday if I can. So I'm definitely definitely.
That would be cool. Yeah. Well, dude, I'm glad, dude. I mean, is this your first time tutoring?
Yeah, this is my first year.
What would you say is the number one thing you wish you knew before you became a tutor?
Ooh, you always explain things worse the first time you try to do it.
That's true. It does happen. Yeah.
You have no idea the number of times that I've sat there trying to like grasp at straws. Like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
I'm so happy when somebody asks me to explain something the second time I have to. I'm just like,
Yes.
I spent 20 minutes wasting somebody else's time figuring this out. Here you go.
Well, it was like,
Like,
it's like they were tutoring you because they were like the practice is what they were. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
No,
all
I
good, dude.
sat-
I do it all the time. Or I used to do it all the time.
Thank you for saying that, because sometimes I feel like so incompetent.
No. When I first started tutoring like 15 years ago, every time I had like a new student I was working with, I would spend like an hour beforehand practicing, trying to make sure I knew everything that they were gonna ask and like blah 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 blah. And then at this point, like I just go in blind. I'm like, I'm fine. It's because I've been doing it for so many years. I've seen almost everything. So you'll get over those humps of like, oh wait, how do I explain this? How do I explain this? Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Oh shit. Sam says he has school off today because there was a school shooting. Excuse me. What? Sam, where? Where's your school shooting at? School shooting. SMC? What? There was a school shooting at SMC? Ew. No. So I interviewed actually at this community college last week. They needed they needed a physics professor. Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Damn. Okay. Stay safe, all you guys. No one died.
Wait, did they say no?
No one died. Oh, did I get the job? I didn't get the job. Yeah, I don't care about getting the job.
Oh, hang on. And I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do,
What?
but you hit a bullet, my friend.
I dodged a bullet. Oh my god. I dodged a bullet. I did.
Come on, tell me that's not.
That's a very poignant joke. Luckily, no one's dead, so it's an okay joke. But like, yeah, if someone died, this would be really bad. It's too soon.
True. I'm sorry. No, that was too soon.
Oh my god. Anyways, here, Destiny, let me finish up this person's question real quick. I love hearing from you guys.
I actually have to start studying, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. And
I love
see how
that.
you're doing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Awesome. I love hearing that you're a tutor and whatnot. Come on by more often. And I love to hear how you guys are doing. Cool.
I say this all the time, and I'm like, damn, I need to get back on there. And I look, and there's like not a call going on. I was so happy to pop in today. I'll see you around.
All right, see you around, dude. Peace. Okay, sweet. Awesome. I love that. I love when Destiny's been in our server since I think 2 years ago. He found me I was doing an AP Physics review class for I forget, it was for my friend's startup or something, and he found our Discord, and so yeah, that's super cool. He's becoming a tutor now. Anyways, sorry for the Dennis. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah, sorry for the break there, but yeah, this is what I got. So we got this for the vacuum, this for the air, right? So for the Balmer series, n equals 4, n equals 2, using Balmer 4, you just plug them in. Yes. Yeah, that's all you do. You just plug it in. And then in order to solve for it in air, you then have to, you do this where you divide by n. This is index of refraction for air. Because these equations assume you're in vacuum. Which for space, most of space is a vacuum. So that equation is valid. But then they're saying, but whatever, this is probably taking into account like the atmosphere or something. Yeah. Yes, Whipping Cream, I can help you out with math. Did you post a screenshot in the channel? How to apply this? Yeah, so where this gets applied is you would then take a look at, for instance, on a spectroscopy. I'll show you what it would be like. Chemistry, Balmer series, not equation, series spectroscopy. And let's okay, this is what it would look like. It would look something like this. So if you had an atom and you excited it with a certain amount of energy or whatnot, you would end up seeing some lines, which are cool, right? And then these lines have different wavelengths. Okay, I'm sorry. So 400 is down in the UV. Yeah, 400 is in the blue and UV section. And yeah, what that tells you is what element you're looking at, because different elements have different emission spectra. They have different series of lines, which is dependent on what the energy levels are. Yeah. And the reason why you're probably calculating this in astrophysics, A, to determine, what gas you're looking at, and then B, also, you can then know whether something is moving away from you or towards you based on what the shift in the spectrum is. And that's going to be like a red shift and a blue shift thing. So that's where this all comes from. Yeah, you identify the spectrum. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is literally it. I wish they would explain what it was. Yeah. What's up, Swaz? Good to see you, Swaz.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? What are you doing? Physics?
No, not physics. I got a little bit of AP stat. There's some pretty quick questions though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, dump the screenshots in. I'll go through them. I'm burning and churning today. Nice. Let's see. Okay, so then the next question was, given the Planck constant of this and the speed of light in vacuum is this, so that the product of H and C can be written as this. Okay. Cool. I do need more water. Thank you, Sam. He ran all the way to El Segundo. Oh, wow. That's pretty far. Sorry, did this shooter run on foot to El Segundo? That's like 5-10 miles. Anyways, okay. Nah, okay, good. Okay. All right, so let's do this. So H times C. So I have 6.626 times 10 to the minus 34, and that's joules dot seconds. So joules and seconds are on the top as the units, and then you're multiplying that by C, which is 3 times 10 to the 8th. I'm just gonna use 3 times 10 to the 8th. Yes, Ace, I can do yours. Yeah, give me a second. Sorry. Yeah, we've had a lot of 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. Okay, so watch what happens here. It's actually pretty cool. HC. So seconds is going to cancel, right? That goes away. And then we're just left with joules meters. Okay, cool. So watch what happens here. So I have, we can start doing some math here. So let me do 6.626 e to the negative 34 times 3 e to the 8th. That's going to get me 1.9, let's say 1.99 times 10 to the minus 25. And then that's going to be in joules meters, okay? But they want to know what it is in EV nanometers, okay? So we got to do some conversions here, right? So I'm going to say, how many EV nanometers is equal to this many joules meters? And then this is where I start using stoichiometry. This is a chemistry concept. This is, people always ask me, like, why the hell am I learning this thing in class and, in high school? It's because you end up using it later in college, or in this case, astrophysics. So I think it's 1.6 times 10 to the minus 19 EV per joule. Is that what it is? Okay, EV joules. Yeah, okay. 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19 joules in an EV. An EV is an electrovolt, is what it is. Is forces harder than mechanics? Yes. I believe it is. Because it's less about equations, and there's a lot more of, like, you have to kind of understand what's going on. So 10 to the negative 19, but it's my favorite. I like forces. Forces are cool. 10 to the negative 19 joules in one EV. Okay, so watch this. So joules and joules cancels out. Okay, then we're left with EV on top. And then I got to go to nanometers, right? See how we wanted nanometers as our unit here? So then this is going to be that there are 1 times 10 to the negative 9 meters in 1 nanometer, okay? So again, stoichiometry, just multiply everything on the top, multiply everything on the bottom, then divide the two. So we got this number, right? Times 1 times 1, it's just speed itself. And then we're going to divide it by 1.6 e to the negative 19 times 1 e to the negative 9.
Shoot.
There we go. And that's going to give me 1242 EV nanometers, right? Which is pretty much what they wanted, right? Is that what they said? They said, yeah, around 1240 EV nanometers. Nice. So that works out. Do we understand that one there, Dennis? Yeah? It's a pretty close, cool one. Oh. Bob Anderson's figuring it out. Okay, cool. More sense? Awesome. Cool. Yeah, this one's tricky too. I remember this one. The like photons per second. Yeah, one sec, let's do this. Okay, it says calculate the energy of a photon in the middle of the visible spectrum in EV and in joules, whatever. I'm just gonna do it in joules and then we'll we'll take it. Because joules makes the most sense with watts. Okay. Okay, so the energy of a single photon. So we say energy of a photon, I believe, is equal to, is it HF? I think it's equal to HF. It is HF. Okay. It's Planck's constant. And so there are actually a couple ways you can write this. So here you go. No, let's go wait. There we go. Okay. So this is the information you have to know. So we do it in terms of frequency, but what they are giving us is wavelength. And wavelength of light and frequency of light are all related to each other. Okay? So what we're going to do here is we're gonna use the formula that has wavelength in it, which is, it's this one. So F can be written as C over lambda. So instead of this, I'm going to say this is the same thing as HC over lambda, which is actually kind of cool. Do you remember? I think we calculated HC, right? We calculated HC up here as 1240 EV nanometers. So watch this. So this is 1240 EV nanometers all over, and then the wavelength we're going to put in is also going to be in nanometers. So that's 550 nanometers. So this is going to cancel, right? And now we're just going to do 1240 divided by 550, okay? So we're going to do 1240 divided by 550. So that's equal to 2.25 EVs. So that's how many electron volts are in a single photon. Photon is like a little particle of light getting thrown at something. And then let's see. And then I can convert that into joules, because 1 EV is 1.6. Yes, you can convert it to joules, right? So you can say times 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19. So let's do it times What's the best way to get better at 2D motion problems? Practice. You know, someone asked like, some guy was in New York, right? And he was wondering, hey, how do I get to Carnegie Hall? Or like, you know, and someone was like, practice. Carnegie Hall is a very famous place for playing music. So, okay, so 3.6 times 10 to the negative 19. And then that's going to be in joules. Okay, so here's where the cool thing comes in. So they say how many photons per second are emitted by a 100-watt light bulb? Okay, so 100 watt. So this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say how many photons per second, photons in 1 second, right, is equal to 100 watts. And then what we're going to remember is that a watt is the same thing as a joule per second. So I'm going to say 100 joules in 1 second. Okay? And then I can put here, right, that 3.6 times 10 to the negative 19 joules is in 1 photon. So where the units conversion just makes so much more sense if you do it this way. Does this make sense how we did this? Why is Ace here? I don't know. Maybe he's just viewing on. Our YouTube's popping off now, dude. What? We got 56 views. That's the most I've ever seen on like a YouTube live. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm bored. What's up, Ace? Okay.
Drink water.
Drink some water. It's time to drink water. Have you seen that meme? It's time to drink water. Okay. Let's divide that by 3.6 e to the negative 19. And that's going to give us, so that's 2.78 times 10 to the 20th photons per second. Yeah. Cool. I was like, that's a pretty cool. This question comes up a lot, Dennis, actually. I see this one a lot in astrophysics classes or even in chemistry classes, and it ends up messing kids up a lot. So, yeah, let me know. That make more sense to you? Yeah? Sweet. Okay, cool.
That one.
Everything. Drink some water. Is this from Fallout? What is this, dude? What is this, bro?
Sheffield.
Nuka-Cola.
Drink. Sheffield.
Nuka-Cola.
What is this from, dude?
Some water.
Ha! Nice one.
Nuka-Cola.
Drink
Oh, Nuka-Cola.
Thirsty.
water. Nuka-Cola.
Amir says, you're doing science right. I was wondering if you could go over enantiomers and diastereomers. Wow. That's some advanced chemistry stuff. Post a screenshot in our Discord, and I'll go through it. Let me do Ace questions. Yeah, Ace says, my turn. Yeah, it is your turn. Yeah. It's okay, Whipping Cream. We're gonna go through them. Don't worry. I will get through everyone's questions today. And then 1K. I need to answer 1K's question. Okay, here we go. What type of like bendy ass question is this, dude? What's going on here? This is hilarious, dude. Okay. Given the following parent function, f of x is the square root of x, and g of x is equal to negative 2 f of 1/2 x plus... Dude, whoa. Oh my god, okay. Someone just chose violence today. It's the violence of a math question, dog. F of x is the square root of x. G of x is equal to negative 2 f of, and then we say 1/2 x plus 3/2 plus 9. Okay, so let's write the explicit version of this, okay? So f of x means that like wherever there's an x here, I got to replace it with this. So all of this is like my new x, and so that's all going to have to go inside of here. So this is going to be equal to negative 2, and then this is going to be the square root of 1/2 x plus 3/2 plus 9. So there you go. That's part A. That's the explicit notation for this. This just has to go in for here. F of x is here, moves in, okay? The transformations, yeah, okay, there's a couple transformations here, okay. So the parent function is just square root of x. So that looks something like this. You can't have the square. You can't have the square root of 0. You can't have the square root of negative. Right? Okay. So it looks something like this, I believe. Yeah. This is y is equal to the square root of x. Okay. And what's happening, there's a couple things happening to this. So I always like to look at what's closest to the x variable, okay? So closest to the x variable, we have this thing multiplying by it on the outside. This is going to be a horizontal stretch. And it's going to be stretching it. So that means it's going to stretch it out this way by a factor of 1/2. This right here is then going to be a horizontal shift. Yes, correct. There's a horizontal shift to the left of 3/2. Then we go outside of this, right? And you got this thing multiplying. This is going to be a vertical stretch of 2 plus a flip. Because anytime you have like a minus sign being multiplied on any sort of like stretches or compressions, that's going to flip it. So this is a flip over the x-axis. These are vertical flips, right? Means you're flipping from this side over to here, or from this over to here. And then horizontal flips means you're going from here to here. And then this final thing here, this is going to be a vertical shift of 9. Okay. That make a little bit more sense? I mean, there's a whole like, yeah. Let me. There's a whole. What is it? Transformations chart. This is really what you want to do. This is the moneymaker thing that I use. Yeah. So this talks about translations means moving it left, right, up, down. Reflections is like flipping it like a mirror over different things. They call this dilations. I'm not sure I like that word. I say stretch and compress. But dilation means like, you know, you're just doing that thing. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm going to post this in the chat for you guys. Here you go. Yeah, sorry. If you're watching on YouTube, join our Discord. It's a lot easier for me to post things in there. YouTube doesn't let me like post things in the chat, which is weird. And then here, I'll post it. Yeah. So go check that out. Okay, cool. All right. Good job. Next question. Let's go on the next. Thanks for sticking around, Ace. Yeah, sorry. Had a lot of questions today, and we're still going through them. Add one to Dennis. Okay. You'll be here for a bit? All right, cool, man. Nice. Okay, cool. Awesome. Is 1K here? 1K, you were next, and then Whipping Cream. I see you, dude. I see you, Whipping Cream. I don't think I'm missing anyone else in. Yeah, all right, let's see if 1K's here. This is 1K's question. I think he said just to draw this. Just wants to draw this. Or like, probably where does this come from? Let's see if 1K's here.
1K,
and then I'll take a
step up to the plate.
Step up to the plate, 1K. What else is going on in the... Our YouTube just started like blowing up. Yeah. Thanks, Sensation, for monitoring that for me. I really appreciate that.
I didn't even think about it. It's just like, oh shit, I better do something.
Well, yeah, I've only recently just started streaming on YouTube just because our YouTube shorts are blowing up. And so if they follow, they end up getting the notification that they can get help for free on the stream as well.
Yeah.
What's up, 1K?
If we get lots of people in the Twitch, then it helps with those numbers too.
Exactly, right. Yeah, but I honestly, I might be moving away from Twitch. I don't know. Them as a company are not doing too well at this point.
Too much censorship for my taste.
YouTube and Google is forever. Like the YouTube is never going to shut down. But I have doubts with Twitch right now. And I don't. And this is an important thing for anyone else. If you're ever doing anything in business or whatever, is to diversify where your audience is, because if one thing goes down, you don't want to lose your whole community. Especially in today's days of cancel culture and like whatever the fuck. Like if some platform decides to take you out, you're really gonna want to make sure you have other platforms up that people can still find you on. So
yeah, cancel culture is some BS, bro.
It's some BS, dude. Yeah. I agree. It sucks. Yeah. So like, if for instance, if Discord for whatever reason decided that what I was doing is like wrong and then just nuked my whole Discord, I'd be really pissed, right? But I wouldn't be absolutely distraught because I still have 20,000 viewers on TikTok, whatever on YouTube, and then that makes it so that people could find your community again easily. If you only do one thing on one platform and then that platform for whatever reason decides they don't like you, and sometimes this happens haphazardly, like moderators make mistakes, like they'll just start banning things for no good reason. You want to make sure you have other ways for people to reach you. So hence why I've started streaming more on YouTube, because it's good to diversify. Anyways,
Are you accusing me of making mistakes?
you're infallible, Sensation.
Okay, I have made some mistakes, admittedly, but for good reason. So.
Sensation, we got to add on your stream. You got to add your face on your stream somewhere with your hand. Yeah, he just wants to show that. He's like, no. I miss your face.
I would, but like that, only got a really shitty webcam. This one has to point down. It's a whole pain in the ass thing. My actual webcam is knackered, and I need to buy a new one. So
okay, get you a new one so I can show your face more on the stream, so people know who this Scotsman is on my stream talking.
Nobody wants to see my face. Bloody hell!
I want to see your face. It's okay. All right,
Yo.
let's see. See.
Just so you can look good by comparison. Get fucked.
Get fucked. I need the cheerleader effect. Okay. 1K saying, how do I draw one of these? This is actually kind of cool. So this is chemistry. Someone in my YouTube was asking about enantiomers and stereoisomers. That's some pretty advanced chemistry. That's cool stuff. What is it? Not image. Image of image. No, I need a periodic table, please.
Is that like chiral?
It is chirality. Chirality is related to it. Yeah, stereoisomers. Yeah, it's definitely related. Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I know that word is because of The Last of Us. Not the game, not the TV series.
Oh, really? They talk about chirality there?
The crystals that you pick up are called chiral crystals.
Oh!
No, sorry, not Last of Us. Fuck.
Yeah, I was like, there are no crystals in chiral. There's mushrooms.
The walking simulator game that everyone abuses as a walking simulator, but I thought it was quite good. Death Stranding.
Oh, Death Stranding. Yes. Okay. I'll just say at one point. Okay, 7 protons, 8 neutrons. All right, so what we want to do here is you want to look on your periodic table. This is called electron configuration, and it has to do with where the electrons are for something. So 7 protons. The number of protons always determines what the element is. This is the same thing as the atomic number. So protons is equal to atomic number, okay, which defines what things are. So if we know our atomic number is 7, okay, that is going to be nitrogen. All right. See how we have a big 7 up here? Cool. All right. So here we know we have 7 protons, which means we have nitrogen. In the graph here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electrons. That's cool. That means the thing is neutral, because the number of protons equals the number of electrons, all right? And then the final thing they have here is 8 neutrons. So these are the neutrons. And that just kind of contributes to, like, which isotope it is, okay? So this will end up saying, like, what the ion is. Or we say, like, ionization state. And then this tells us, like, what the atom is. Okay. So when drawing these, there's a thing called it's like SPDF, and well, actually no, I don't even think you're going through SPDF here. You're just doing electron levels. Okay, here we go. This is what you're doing. Okay, so this right here is n equals 1, and it can fit 2 electrons. Okay. This, for instance, here is called n equals 2, and it can fit up to 8 electrons, okay? And then the same thing for n equals 3. And so n, here, 1K, refers to which ring you are in the circle, okay? So this, for instance, right here, this is n equals 1, this is n equals 2, and then if you have bigger and bigger things, you start needing more and more rings to fit all the electrons, okay? And then you can see how many electrons something fits by like how many elements are in that like row. So the first row here, right, only has 2 elements, hydrogen, helium. That means it can really only fit 2 electrons. Whereas this next one here, right, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means you can fit up to 8 electrons in the n equals 2 shell. Or I think they call it orbital. Whatever. Just like circle thing. And same, it gets weird here. When we start, this is where we start dealing with d orbitals, f orbitals, and let's not worry about that for now. Okay. So, if for instance, let's come up with, so this was, this is the answer. So let's see like what another fun one would be. Let's say for instance, I wanted you to draw aluminum. Okay. What I would first need to look at, right, is what the atomic number is, okay? So I see the atomic number is 13, so that's 13 protons. I'm going to assume it's neutral. It'll say plus or it'll say minus if it's not neutral. But neutral means same number of protons, same number of electrons. So we're going to assume that there are 13 electrons. And then to figure out the number of neutrons, you have to look at the weight of this thing. So the weight of this thing is approximately what looks like 27, right? It looks like the weight is 27. And so what we say here is that weight is equal to protons plus neutrons. So if my weight is 27, they call this 27 AMUs is what they call it. And I know I have 13 protons. That means I need to have 14 neutrons, right? Because 13 plus 14 will give me 27. So here I can say, okay, cool. So we also have 14 neutrons. Okay, so now we can start drawing our thing. So let's do that. Let's say aluminum. We're going to say 13p, 14 neutrons, and then we need to start filling in what all the electrons are, okay? So since aluminum here is in the 3rd row, okay? See how the 3rd row? We go 1, 2, 3. That means it has up to n equals 3. So 3 levels of electron shells. So we can draw those. So let's draw one. Let's draw one here. Let's draw another one here. And let's draw another one here. Okay. Now, next step here is to fill in where all the electrons are, okay? So we know that in the n equals 1 shell, you can only fit 2. So if we were to put in some electrons, I'm going to put 1 here. And I'll put another one here. It honestly doesn't matter like where in the circle you put it, as long as it's on the right circle, okay? So this is what n equals 1 is. This is n equals 2. This is n equals 3, okay? Now we know for n equals 2, you can hold up to 8, okay? And this is where you have to keep track of how many electrons you have. So we have 13, right? That's what we figured out because there are 13 protons and it's neutral. So I've already placed 2. So placing another 8 isn't gonna put me over yet, okay? So I can put, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? Here's the key thing. Yeah, the key thing is you can only fit up to 8 in n equals 2. And then you can only fit up to 8 in n equals 3. So we place 2 in the first one. That's 2. Plus another 8. That's 10. So I have 3 left over I need to place. So those 3 are going to go here in the n equals 3 shell. No. So 1, 2, 3. Go away, periodic table. So there you go. And, go away. So that's how you would draw aluminum. There is a point. There is that. Okay, cool. Does that make sense there, 1K? Yeah? That's pretty cool. I like doing this. This is fun stuff.
I just never understood why Americans dropped the second I from aluminium.
Oh, really? Yeah. iTriangle says, I saw you on the front page on YouTube. You're doing God's work. Wow, look at that. We're actually up to a lot of views on YouTube. We're up to almost 100 now. Damn, okay. I'm going to start streaming more on YouTube. I'm going to find a way to put the plug in but also Sensation. Yeah, thanks for handling the chat there. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. Yes, good. Good job, 1K.
Well done! Well done!
Yes. Okay, whipped cream. I said I'd do yours. You're up. Oh God, what's happening here? This may be like a harder level math class question. But I'm gonna try to do it whipped. I'm gonna try. And then Swaz, I got you. Cool. Stats, nice.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I got you, dude. We'll get you, dude. Thanks for waiting. Okay, explain by referring to the proof of the maximum principle for the heat equation. Why is it that no maximum principle in the case of the wave equation? U tt minus c squared delta u equals f for f is less than 0. Consider the unbounded domain omega in R2. So yeah, this R squared here, this means in 2 dimensions as shown below. Okay. Cool. Y equals x, y equals negative x. And so this is things that work, and these are things that don't. Construct an example in which the maximum principle doesn't hold. Consider, for instance, okay, cool. U of xy is y squared minus u squared. Nice, Taco. I like that. That's a good question, too. 2 and 3, that would be great. All right, what's 2 and 3? Oh, is this 2? This whole thing is 2. And then this whole thing is 3. Okay. Yeah, no. It's you didn't ask this question. You asked another one, Taco. I saw yours. I see yours, the energy waves. This is whipped cream. Whipped cream is asking. What class is this for, whipped cream, by the way? Sorry. Is this isn't linear algebra, is it? Oh wait, someone did ask a linear algebra question. I fucked up. Where was the linear algebra question I got asked? This is partial differential equations. Ooh. I forget if I took PDEs. Let's see, are any of my math streamer friends still here? Let's see. Is Penn Center still here? No, Penn's not here. Is e to the 2y pi. Oh. You know PDEs. Poke. Yes, there's Obi. Thank you, Obi. Obi, do you know how to do this? Just to like maybe help me a little bit to explain this to them. PDEs is a little bit above my pay grade. I know DEs. I know differential equations, partial differential equations. I'll try to solve it. Okay, so here's my question, Whipped Cream. Is this information important for this? Do I need to know this, or do I just need to do this? Whipping Cream. They're in the Twitch sensation. I see them.
I need more screens.
Dude, bro, that's why I have like 6 right now. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I got so many screens.
There's 6 monitors, dude?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. 5 right now. Yeah.
That was crazy, man.
I have 6 if I include my virtual screens. They are independent. Okay, cool. All right, so this is a completely different thing. All right, let's consider the unbounded domain gamma in this as shown. Okay. Construct an example in which the maximum principle doesn't hold. Okay. Let me first figure out what the maximum principle is. In partial differential equations. Let's see. Wikipedia is sometimes not too nice. Okay.
Well, I didn't ask you about this. Isn't there always like a simple dot Wikipedia article?
There, yeah, Wikipedia tends to be like a little bit too advanced sometimes. They just love
I feel like Wikipedia is good though.
Yeah, but when you get to higher level math, they just start spouting like all this like jargon and terminology. Like cannot be achieved anywhere on M in itself. Okay. Yeah, okay. See what's going on here? For any, see, they say pre-compact subset. I'm like, what do these words mean? On the domain of U, the maximum of U on the closure M is achieved on the boundary of M. The strong maximum print says that unless U is a constant function, the maximum cannot be achieved on anywhere on M in itself. See, I don't
link me.
I don't know what that means, dude. Yeah, what does that mean? See, this is getting too complicated. Yeah, one sec. Let's ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT probably give me a nice explanation for it. What is the maximum principle in partial equations? The maximum occurs on the boundary. Okay, cool. Cool, on the boundary of the domain. Okay. All right, and I don't care about this. Okay. Examples. In the Laplace equation, delta U equals 0. Okay. For the heat equation. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Laplace operator. Wait, is that Nabla? Are they meaning to draw Nabla here? Okay. Let's see. No, go way off. Yeah, I think they may need to draw Nabla. Okay. So this is where the maximum doesn't occur on the boundary? Okay, so we're saying that U of x comma y is equal to y squared minus x squared? Okay. And this is what? Partial squared u partial x squared plus partial squared. Okay. I need to read a little bit.
Shoot.
Good.
Shit.
There we go. Y squared minus x squared. Let's see. Okay. So let's check on the boundary, I guess. Whipped cream. So let's say, okay. So on the boundary, I'm confused, but the graph is unbound. I mean, there shouldn't be a max and a min, right? The domain, well, the domain is bounded though, isn't it? Isn't it bounded by, y is greater than or equal to x? Or sorry, y is greater than or equal to the absolute value of x? Isn't this like the bounds on it? That's what this looks like. So you can consider on the boundary, right? Let's say like y is equal to x, right? In that case, you get u of x, y is equal to x squared minus x squared. That's equal to 0. Okay. And then you could also have y is equal to negative x, right? So u of x, y.
Damn.
Would equal to negative x squared minus x squared, which is also equal to 0. Okay. So on the boundary, u is equal to 0. So maybe that's a minimum, right? Because then we just need to show that anywhere else it's not equal to 0, right? Okay. So when we did this, when we said y is greater than or equal to x, absolute value x, that's kind of cool. Doesn't that tell me, again, that y squared is greater than x squared? Yeah, y squared is always greater than or equal to x squared, yeah? If I square both sides here. And so then y squared minus x squared is always greater than or equal to 0. Okay, ooh, and look at this. We said that u of x comma y was y squared minus x squared. But on the interior of this domain, so like on interior, it is always greater than 0. So thus, the minimum occurs on the boundary, right? So on the boundary, which is when you have y equals x or y equals negative x, this function u of x, y is equal to the minimum. It's equal to 0. And anytime you're on the interior of this domain, right, y squared is always greater than or equal to x squared. That means y squared minus x squared is always greater than or equal to 0, which means it's always going to be bigger than what is on the boundary. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. And so, the maximum principle says that the maximum of u must occur on the boundary of the domain, but it doesn't, right? The minimum occurs there. Yeah. Do you see that? So that's why it violates. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, I learned something today. That's pretty cool. Does that make sense, whipped cream? Yeah. The max should be on the boundary, but it's not, right? Yeah, the minimum's on the boundary. That's kind of cool. Wow, Obi gave me, dude, thank you. Obi gave me the thumbs. Yeah, dude, I learned something in PDEs today. In the interior, it's greater than 0. Correct. Yes. I mean, if you define u of x, y equal to y squared minus x squared. Yeah. The hint was very key here. We very much needed that hint. I wouldn't have gotten it without the hint. I'll take a quick read at this, and then because I got to move on to help some other students. But if I can quickly get this, I'll try. Otherwise, I would definitely recommend. So here, those are our other math streamer friends. They're awesome, and they know higher level math better than I do. So they can probably help you out with more of the advanced questions.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Consider the same. Suppose we impose. Yeah, I just want to see real quick. U of x, y goes to 0 uniformly as that goes to infinity. Then the maximum of, yeah, see, this is where it starts speaking another language to me. I'm like, oh no. Okay, so this is not in the domain, right? Okay, so that's out here. That's the not domain, I'm assuming. Is less than or equal to the max when it's in the domain. The maximum principle is valid. Or is that the boundary? Sorry. Is that what that dash there? Does that mean the boundary or the not part of the domain? Suppose that u is greater than or equal and that u goes to 0. As that goes to infinity.
I'll be back.
You're good. The partial omega, yeah, okay. But what? Oh, okay. Got it. Got you. So the maximum of the interior is less than the max on the boundary. Consider if u is equal to 0, and if u of xy goes to 0, as x squared plus y squared goes to infinity. Okay.
All right.
You back? All right, I'm almost done with
I'm
this.
back.
Yeah, give me
All
one
right.
sec. I'm almost done with this. Is farther away than the original r.
No, it's all yours, Mom.
Okay, so I think what's happening here, okay. They're saying there's some point out here, right? That's x comma y. And then the distance to this point, right? Is always going to be this. This is always going to be the square root of x squared plus y squared, right? That's always the distance. And then we're saying that as u approaches 0, or so u approaches 0, as the distance approaches infinity. Okay. Uh-huh. So then the maximum in here always has to be less than the maximum on the boundary. I'm seeing something like, because if you're on this, then your distance is always just equal to square root of 2x, right? If you're on the boundary, because you get the square root of x squared plus x squared, so equals the square root of 2x squared. So that's equal to square root of 2 times x. Okay. And then there's something with this. U goes to 0. I'm seeing it. I kind of see it. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, look out to something there. I can also, yeah. Let's see. One sec. I want to work today. I want to see. Yeah, I'm just checking one thing for you real quick. And let me see. How's the YouTube going? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, let me see. Okay. This decay condition at infinity ensures that any interior maximum cannot exceed the boundary maximum. Why? Okay. You're good. You're good. You're looking. Yeah. Here, I'll where can I post this question for you? Zach, where do people get help? Is it in your Discord or in Penn Center's Discord? If I want some, I want to move on to another student real quick, but I want someone to be able to. I know in Penn Center he has like some Discord. It's in yours. Okay,
man, take your time.
Oh, I got it. No, but I also have to like do things. Here we go.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
You're good. You're good. Here we go. I'm gonna do this. Math chat. There we go. And then here, I'm gonna tag. I think I can share. I can link to posts. Copy message link. Yeah, I put it in math chat. Let me know, whipping cream, if that link works. That's our friend Zach. Yeah, E to the 2i pi. He's a math PhD, also professor. He's awesome dude, math. Oh, I can also hear. I can just invite him. Invite them. One second. Invite people. There you go. And then yeah, there's the link to his Discord. So yeah, check that out. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to at least answer the first part of the question. That was really fun. The link isn't great. Does the Discord work? Does that Discord link work? Not the channel's one, but at least joining his server. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch is sometimes weird with me posting links. They should make this easier, shouldn't they, Zach? They should make it easier for us to like be like, hey, go find it. It's in this Discord. Yeah. My Nightbot just keeps like sending stuff. But okay. We did problem 2. Problem 3 was this one down here. So I did problem 2 for her, or him, or sorry, whatever, by considering this function u is equal to y minus x squared, and then just showing that. Oh, problem 2 is this. This is problem 2. Yeah. So it's this omega, which is bounded by y equals x and y equals minus x. Nightbot needs to stop saying things in my chat. And then there's I guess they put like some additional restriction that makes it such that the maximum principal is now valid. Oh, I'm trying to use a phone. Oh, use my PC. Yeah. Okay. If not, send me a DM, whipping, and I'll make sure you get the right person to help you out with this, with your third part. Is that cool? Yeah, you're very welcome. Nice. Thanks for teaching me a little bit of partial differential equations. That was fun.
Well done.
All right, let's help Swalls out. Swazzy Swalls.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's up? Okay, here we go. All right, thanks for hanging out, dude.
Okay,
right,
so I have like it's 8 problems. They're super quick though. They're super quick.
Okay, super quick problems. He says.
It's just yeah. Multiple choice. I just need you to explain kind of like why.
Okay, which ones?
That answer. So it's 71 through 78.
Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. Which of the following is not a characteristic of the least squares regression line? Okay, cool. The slope of the least squares. Oh, so this is wrong, right?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah,
throw that one out.
That's 100% wrong. Yeah, the slope doesn't have to be -1 and 1. The least squares regression line always goes through the average x and the average y. Does it? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure about that one. I know this is true.
Oh wait. The least squares regression line minimizes the sum of squared results. Yeah.
I know this is true. This is 100% true.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's why it's called a least squares regression. It's trying to it's sum of the square of the residuals is what it's trying to do. Okay. The slope of the regression line will always have the same sign as the correlation. Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Right?
That's like positive and negative, right? That's just
exactly. Yeah. The least squares regression line is not resistant to outliers. I believe this is also
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Okay. So it
So
would have
this-
to be B. Okay. That's so weird to me though, because isn't like least squared regression line like? Oh, I guess it's not the average. It's
Wait,
just
no. A is the correct answer because A is not a characteristic of the least squared regression line. You know,
Least extreme.
it's saying which one of these is false, right? This is false.
Well, isn't it like r squared is between -1 and 1 because it's looking
Sure.
for like how strong the correlation is?
No, that's R. So R is between -1 and 1. R squared is between 0 and 1. Yeah. That's the correlation, and then I think it's called like the correlation coefficient, or is it called Pearson's coefficient? What is it called?
Okay, yeah, that's kind of one of the things I was like stuck up on, like just thinking about that. I have the answer key, but at the same time, I just want to get like a
No,
reason
you're good.
behind it.
Was the answer A? The answer should have been A for
Yeah,
71.
the answer's
no?
A. The answer's A. Yeah, the answer's A.
Yeah, it's because of this. This is talking about the slope. This is not talking about R.
Okay.
And then I guess this makes sense. This is probably like some characteristic I just didn't remember. Yeah. I mean, X bar, Y bar, that's the average X and the average Y value is what it is. Which kind of makes sense that the least squared line would go through it. Okay. Each year students and blah, 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 blah. Okay, the average score was this, with standard deviation this. Had an average score that was standard deviation that. The correlation between the two sets of scores is R equal 0.95. Okay, that's on R squared. Calculate the equation for the 4th grade score from the 3rd grade score. What?
So
I don't. How do you calculate R? See, when I see to calculate R in statistics, it's just done for us.
I think it's the predictive value. So it's like y hat's the predictive value. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know Y has a predicted value. Yeah, no, I got you. No, I know what this is. Yeah, okay. This is saying average, but this is saying the average and the standard deviation, the average and the standard deviation, and then this is like what the intercept is. So this is like the base score, and then this is like how much the score goes up with X.
Yeah. That's the slope, right?
Yes. Wait. What is this graphing? Oh, predicting the 4th grade score from the 3rd grade. Okay, so sorry. So Y hat is the predicted 4th grade. Okay. X is the given 3rd grade. Okay. Does that make sense? Like we're predicting Y hat what the 4th grade score is based off X what the 3rd grade score is. Okay.
Okay.
And this is just giving us an average and a standard deviation, an average and a standard deviation. Can you get a regression line from just an average and a standard deviation? I don't think so.
I don't think so. So it'd have to be E.
I think the answer is E here. Is that true?
I can only see odd problems, so.
I think you need data for this, dog. What? Pretty sure you.
Yeah, no, you definitely would, because it's not giving you an explanatory variable.
Well, let me see. Like, calculating. Because calculating a regression equation requires what's called the sum of squares. You need this. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. We don't know that yet. We haven't seen that yet.
This is how you calculate a linear regression by hand, and you need what's called like sum of x's, sum of x. It's like this is like sum xy, sum y. It's. I don't think you can literally just take an average and standard deviation, and then come up with a regression equation. That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's E. Okay. 73.
Yep.
Using this, okay. X and Y is the scoring average. Using the output of the regression to determine the equation. Okay, this isn't too bad. Okay.
Okay, so here's one thing I am confused on though.
Yeah.
Is like we see these graphs a lot, right? Or not these graphs, but like
outputs. These are outputs. These are outputs. Yeah.
Outputs.
Yeah.
Okay. We see these outputs, but I'm not sure like what the slope is exactly in this.
Okay. Constant is this. Remember I was saying like the y-intercept thing? This is the constant. Do you see how this thing doesn't ever change? And then the predictor.
Oh, so it's called constant. Okay.
Yeah, the predictor is the thing that you're using to predict the other thing. So in this case, y hat is predicted off of the predictor, which is X. You're predicting the 4th grade based on the 3rd grade. Here, the predictor, right, is X. Coefficient is the number in front. So that's going to be this one. Because, so coefficient, look, 87. 87's, no, sorry, fuck, that's wrong. Sorry. Here, okay.
87 would be the slope, right? Or not the slope, but the constant.
The constant, yeah, so it's one of these three, right? So it's not these. These are wrong. Okay. And then driving distance, that's the thing that's varying, right? Yeah, because it's not, yeah, okay. So that's got to be this. So it has to be this one. And then this is called standard error of the coefficients. This is the t-score, and then p is like a p-value. It's like the percentage that it could be wrong or not.
So
this
is like...
This is a really shitty R-squared, dude. Like 21.6%, that's shit, dude. What? That's a bad regression line.
So it's like the SE coefficient, like something under that. Is that like the
No,
residual?
that does not come up in the equation. That's the standard error. So that's how much variation there is in the coefficient. So they're saying, for instance, here for the constant, the regression line predicts that the constant is 87.97, but that has a standard deviation of 2.4 on each side. So the real...
like that's your residuals, though, is what I'm trying to say.
It's not really your... the residuals affects this, yes.
Okay.
The residual... You can't calculate exactly what the residuals are, but like, if you have very high residuals, then these things will be bad compared to like what the thing is here. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. That makes sense, yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, cool. Height is Y. Arm span is X. Cool. Yeah, so there's a correlation, right? You know, as arm span goes up, so does height. Cool. So by looking at it, you can see that the correlation is it's greater than 0. It's definitely positive, right?
True.
Yeah. I don't think the correlation is the slope. The correlation is not the slope. But if the slope is positive, the correlation is positive.
Your correlation, I'm sorry, I'm getting this confused again. Is it R squared is the linear regression, or is it R?
No, R is correlation. R is correlation.
Okay.
And then R squared is the correlation coefficient, which is R. Yeah, this R squared.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, let's pull up the next one. What was it? Up to 78, I guess?
Yeah, up to 78.
Let me see. Okay. Wait, that's not it. Coming in real quick. Okay, nice. Okay, in addition to the regression line. Okay, see, now it says R squared is this.
Yeah.
So this suggests that there's, yeah, R squared is like the variation in Y that can be explained by variation in X, is what we say. So we say for every change in Y, 95% of that change can be explained by X changing. Okay?
Okay.
So in this case, sorry, that's the other person's question. So in this case, any change in height can be predicted. 95% of that height change can be predicted by their arm span changing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what correlation kind of makes sense. Okay. So 95% of the hair variation in height is accounted by. So this is wrong. Because it doesn't increase by. It doesn't increase by 0.97, right? It increases by like 0.93, right? Isn't the equation like 0.93? Yeah, so every bump up in X creates an additional 0.93 in Y. So it's not that. It does predict accurately. It's close to 1. I think it's D. Wait, 95%. The height measurements. It's not this. It's not E for sure. I remember. I think it's the change in Y is described by a change in X.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it's saying that D's the answer.
It is D.
Okay,
yeah,
but on that note, why wouldn't it be C then?
This is why I don't like stats sometimes, because it's you'll get to like null hypothesis, and you can't say like we accept the null hypothesis. You have to say we fail to reject. It's like, I'm not accepting you. I'm just failing to reject you. It's like, okay, bro. Because yes, in plain English, these things sound like the same thing, right? 95% of the height and arm span relationship is accounted for by the regression line. But it's how R squared is calculated. It's only the variation in the height is accounted for the variation in the X. It's different than height and arm span being related. Even though I know it sounds the same, right? Because you're saying like, well, wait, the change in the height and the change in the arm, isn't that the same thing as the relationship between the height and the arm? I think the key thing is here, variation. The key thing here is variation. That's what like triggered me right away, because I know it's the change in height. Because it's not the height directly. It's not the absolute of the height. It's the change in the height. Okay, so because look, here's the issue, right? Height is predicted by a constant plus some slope thing, right? So arm span does not affect height on this number, right?
Okay, because that's the baseline.
That's the baseline, right? So I can't say that this controls this. I can only say the change in this will cause a change in this, because this this is not affected by arm span because there's no X on it.
Yeah.
Does that kind of make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes a lot more sense.
Okay, good. All right. One child in the Mumbai study had a height of 59 and 60. Residual, okay. We'll just predict what it should be at 60, right?
Yeah.
So, at 60, that's, what is it? Let's pull it up on the calculator, sir. So that's 0.93 times 60 plus 6.4. So we predict their height should be 62.2. But it ends up being 59. So that means the residual is positive. It's wait, no. It's below that. It's negative.
Yeah, because
right?
it's actual minus predicted, I think.
Yes, it's actual minus predicted, yeah. Good. Yeah, so it's 59 minus that, which is going to be negative 3.2. So that would be A. Okay, suppose that a tall child with an arm span of 120 and height of 118 is added to the sample using the study. What effect will this addition have on the correlation and the slope of the least squares regression line? I don't fucking know. I guess it's like, does that residual add? So what is that? So that's okay, so that's 120 times 0.93. Okay, is that? Okay. So they should have a height of 111, but they have a height of 118. So they are a positive outlier, right?
Oh, wait, did you add the 6.4 though?
Oh, you're right. I didn't add the 6.4. I fucked up.
I mean, I'm not sure how big.
Oh, so they're exact. Oh, okay, cool. So I would say correlation will increase and slope will stay the same. Because it's not going to move the slope, I don't feel, right?
Well, then why would it be correlation will stay the same and slope will stay the same? Because won't it? If it's like spot on the line, then it shouldn't do anything, right?
It should increase the correlation, right? Because now you have more data supporting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You have more data supporting your least squared regression line. Yeah. So correlation should go up.
Okay.
So you got like more positive affirmation. We're converted to centimeters by dividing each measurement by 100. How does change R squared and S?
It shouldn't really do anything.
R squared should stay the same. And I don't know what S is. What is S?
S is like the standard deviation of like the predicted.
This?
Or it's like there's, yeah.
I think that's gonna go down because now your sum of squares of residuals should be lower because the residuals are measured in are measured in this. Do you see how I have minus 3.2 centimeters, right?
Yeah.
That's my residual. If I put this into millimeters, now this is negative 32 as my residual. Right?
True.
So, if S... Okay, so what is S on a least squares regression line? Standard error. So it's the average distance that they fall from the regression line. Does it have units?
No, I don't think it has units, right? Because if correlation doesn't have units.
Oh, okay. S is
would-
calculated using the formula for standard deviation, but applied to the residuals. It does have units. No. S does have units. So, yeah, that would go up then. Because now you're measuring in millimeters instead of centimeters. So, oh, it'll go down though because you're dividing everything by 100. Oh, sorry, you're converting from centimeters to meters. Sorry, I thought it was centimeters to millimeters. So, R squared stays the same. S will decrease. Correct.
I'm sorry, do you mind just explaining that one more time? I'm like
For sure.
stupid on that. I'm
No, you're not
like
stupid.
I don't understand how dividing it will like change like the standard error.
Because
of the residuals.
standard error is the value of like what's the average distance of a point to where it should be on the graph, right? Do we have it?
Yeah.
Okay. So like it's like this. So let's say this is our let's say this is our line. And let's say this is our point, right? This is R, right? This is the residual. Yeah. Okay. If I change the scale on this, right? So let's say instead of going for like 10 to 20, it's now going from 1 to 2. Now my residual is measured as being 1, not 10.
Oh, so you're literally reducing it by how many it's like.
Yeah, you're just because that's what they said. Yeah. Because they're
Oh, because
changing
you're changing the units to be smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
Okay, man. Once again, I really appreciate it. You always
You're
pull
welcome,
through.
dude. Thanks for waiting, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Welcome, dude.
All right. You take it easy, man.
You too, man. Always come by.
For sure.
Well done! Well done!
Smalls. All right, let's see. Taco Cat, you still here, Taco? Thanks for waiting, man, if you're still here. I have to help some kid apply to college right now. Let me check my messages. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Dun. Is Taco Cat here? My bad, Taco. Let me see. It's kind of late for Taco. I know it's like 9 o'clock for him. Let me go through the YouTube stuff real quick. Tranquil said, can you do a video on Trug? Yeah. Yeah. This was our first time getting a lot of traction on YouTube. Pretty cool. Someone said we were on the front page. I think that's pretty dope. I'll work better to be able to handle those questions simultaneously. I really want to like funnel people into Discord so that you can post screenshots so I can go through them. What's up, Don? Rating me the part of 12. Thanks, Don. Don, we were actually doing a kind of a tricky question here. Do you know a lot about partial differential equations, Don? This was the question I got asked. I was able to answer the first part of the question. Yeah, wasn't he? Yeah. Don, I have to ask. Yeah, how do you monitor your YouTube questions? I have so many coming in. Like, yeah, and I was just like, oh man, go to my Discord, please. Just like post the screenshot of your question in Discord. I can't follow a chat. It's too much on the chat. You can barely learn me a degree. It's all good. Yeah. Someone was asking this question. I was able to find to answer their first part, which I was really happy about. But then, where's it going away? The second part, I couldn't really do it. Maybe Fembox. You know about PDEs? Anyways. Yeah. I was actually just wrapping up. But, yeah, dude, yeah, I thought this was crazy, dude. I had a lot of, once, if I go to my, like, my YouTube live, maybe it'll show it. Say YouTube. Where do we go? Go live. Maybe it'll show it. Yeah, it's all good. No, I appreciate the raid. Raid's always great. Yeah, look at this, bro. Like I've never seen this many views on YouTube. I had 128. Oh, this is pretty cool. I like the real-time data they show. This is cool how it spikes and stuff. Yeah. Please use a keyframe. What's this thing? Which causes? Okay, whatever. They have so many like settings on this. The audio's current bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. Oh no, I hope people can hear my. The audio's current bit. Okay, no, I can hear my audio. Okay. Yeah, YouTube for me is super volatile. Some days it pops off, and other days it's nearly dead. Yeah, it's usually dead for me. That's why I tended to give up on streaming on YouTube. But I don't know if you do this, Don, and just as maybe like a recommendation, if you want to like get more views on YouTube, YouTube Shorts does really well for me. So these, for instance, yeah, I've got like 300 subscribers in the last like 28 days. Just because if I look at like the content, let me see, analytics. Yeah. These little short videos I post, like, you know, how to do this, blah, blah, blah. They even if, I mean, this stuff was posted in 2021 and it still got 6,000 views, this month. So I don't know. Yeah, try to make some math ones. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass because you have to keep things under 60 seconds. So I have to basically do like part 1, part 2, part 3. And it kind of helps because, dude, for instance, like part 3, I look at this. This is hilarious, dude. If I go to my shorts here, right? Part 3 of how to graph polynomials in factored form got 8,000 views, whereas like part 2 only got 900, and part 1 got 1,400. So like, maybe you kind of like triple your chances, I guess, of going viral, because, but to me it's annoying from a teaching aspect because having a part 1, a part 2, and part 3, people have to keep referencing back to like which one it was. Yeah. So I don't know. Just a little food for thought. I was talking earlier about how like I'm not sure I believe in the future of Twitch with how their financials are working out and whatnot. I know YouTube will last forever. Google will never let YouTube die, but I'm seeing some hesitancy from Amazon now that, I don't know, we're in like probably year 3 or 4 and Twitch is still not profitable. So I'll keep streaming on Twitch. It's where I started, but I'm starting to place more importance on diversifying out the channel so that if Twitch ever goes down, we at least have ways for people to find us on other social media networks and live streaming platforms. I'm just not going to start going on Kick or Rumble. That's a little bit too much. Maybe once we start doing the hot tub streams or something. Okay. Anyways, all right. Let's see. I have to go help someone apply to college. They're submitting their college apps today. Congrats to that person. So let's see. Let's go raid somebody. Yeah, but it might not go away. I think Twitter has never been profitable. Yeah. I guess Twitter. Wait, really? Has Twitter ever been profitable? That's a good question. Oh, there you are, Taco Cat. Oh, Taco. Has only made profit in 2 of the 8 years. Okay. But I guess it's such a household brand that it'll never go away. Taco Cat, you want to do your question real quick before I have to go teach someone, but I'll help you out. I know you've been patient. That's okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do your question. That way, some of the raiders here with Dawn can see what we do. It looks like we're doing electricity. Okay, I like this. Cool. All right. This is physics. So it says 240 joules of electrical engine energy flows into a certain light bulb every second, and some energy is transformed into light while some waste thermal energy is also generated. If 200 joules of thermal energy is generated each second, what is the efficiency of this bulb? Oh, okay, cool. Very cool. Pay good attention to what energy values you've been given before you start plugging them into the efficiency formula. What is your efficiency formula? I'm gonna guess what it is. I think efficiency is usually equal to usable power divided by input power. Output divided by input times 100. Yeah, cool, right, yeah. Well, it depends on what they're called, usable output power. So technically the light bulb is outputting thermal energy, and it's also outputting light energy, right? We tend to use light bulbs for light, not really for heat. I mean, some things use them for heat. I'll show you guys. Have you ever... Does anyone know what an easy bake oven is? Does anyone know what an easy bake oven is? This might be... I might be aging myself a little bit too much here. But this was like a kid's toy we used to have, and it was like an oven for kids to like cook shit. Like you could bake things. I don't know. I think this is probably not a popular thing with the children anymore because they're like, we have Fortnite. But the way it worked is it had a light bulb usually, and the light bulb generated heat, and that heat cooked the food for you. It might be something different now. But yeah, it was a light bulb is what it usually was. It was some sort of light bulb because they didn't want to like actually give you I think like a heating coil or something because that would burn down the house. You remember seeing the commercials, Don? Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, so you can use light bulbs for heat. You really shouldn't. They're much more efficient ways to heat things. But anyways, okay. So input power in this case is 240 joules. It's actually interesting. This is an energy, but then they say joules every second. Joules per second is the same thing as watts, and this is equal to power, is what we say, okay? So when they say 240 joules every second, that's really 240 watts. So you have 240 watts of input. And it's actually cool. This goes back to what the original question, someone very early on the stream asked about this, which was also a light bulb. So they were also asking about energy of a light bulb, but they were talking about photons, which are the specific particles of light that transmit heat. So, and energy basically, yeah. So that's cool. So it's cool how like your question relates to what a college level question that was done earlier today. So anyways, yes, 240 watts of input, and it says 200 joules per second. So we can say 200 watts of heat, which means that there's how many watts of light? So if we have 240 watts coming in, right? Say this is the light bulb. Put in 240, and then like, I don't know. You get so many watts of light, and then you get 200 watts of heat. Taco Cat, how many watts of light do we have then? See if he's got it. Yeah? What is it? You got it. So this is another key thing in physics we want to remember, right? Which is that total... Well, okay, the energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be turned into different forms, okay? So we're going to say that the power in should also always equal the power out. So no, not quite. Okay, so look. So 240 watts comes in as electricity. Okay? Some amount of that is going to come out as light. So this is going to be light. And then some of that energy comes out as heat. So 200 watts comes out as heat. How many watts come out as light? And know that the total amount of power coming in has to equal the total amount of power that's coming out. So 240 total, okay. But look, 200 came out as heat. So that means 40 is going to come out as light. Oh, thanks for the follow, dude. Love your soul. I love your name, dude. 40, yes, right. Look, because look, the 200 plus 40 is equal to 240, right? So the electrical energy coming in, electrical power, has to equal the heat power and the light power that's coming out combined. Yeah, yeah, thanks for the heart, dude. Okay, so efficiency is the usable power, okay? Or as you said, the output. And it's the usable output. There are two outputs here. The light put is outputting light, and the light bulb's also outputting heat. I assume I'm using the light bulb for light. So I'm really concerned about this in terms of the efficiency. So that amount is 40. 40 watts is like usable energy that I'm using. And the input is 240 going in. So you just do 40 over 240 times 100. So we can pull out our calculator here. Let's do it. So 40 over 240 is equal to that times 100. So you're going to get 16.7% efficiency, which is a terrible light bulb. Efficient. Why aren't we losing the 200? Good. Okay. Because the 200 is heat. You ever noticed? Well, it's kind of hard these days, right? Because with the LED bulbs and the CFLs, you don't really notice heat coming off of lights anymore. Because LEDs are much more efficient at taking electrical energy and just outputting light. Light bulbs work by taking a filament, which is like a little thin piece of wire, running a lot of electricity through it, and the resistance in that wire causes it to glow because it's getting hot. And so that glowing energy is light, but also there's heat energy that's being released from the resistance that's inside the filament. Yeah. So we're not using 200. Yeah, 200 is lost, is what we say. So here's what you have. You have 240 in, and then you have 200 lost plus 40 light. So lost to heat, but we say 40 used for light. And so this, when we're talking about efficiency, Taco Cat, we want to know what's like the usable output, which is this. It's just kind of like a weird question because your teacher should have said, what is the efficiency of this bulb as a source of light? If you wanted to know the efficiency of the bulb as a source of heat, that would be 200 over 240. Which would give you, what was that? That would be like 83.3%. Yeah, good. Yeah. Multiply by 100. Wait, where's 1.2 coming? So I subtract them and then use the remaining over the total. Yeah, so it's 40 over 240. Yeah, not 240 over 40. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is so this would be like as a heater. And this would be as a source of light. Okay. Why isn't it 240 over 200? Because it's always output over input. Okay. You're not outputting 240. Wow, Pen Center. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Almost a whole year, Pen. Wow, it has almost been a whole year. Pen, I was doing, what was I doing today? I was doing some partial differential equations today. I learned about this. I learned about unbounded domains. And what was it called? The maximum principle? Yeah. This was a question. I was able to solve the first part. This part I got absolutely confused on. So I told him to go find you. Oh, you have no idea what it is either? Uh-oh. Okay. I think Zach knows. I sent them to Zach as well. Because I think Zach knows about partial differential equations. I was talking to Don. Don doesn't know it. You don't know PDEs? Yeah, I don't really know PDEs either. I know DEs. Yeah. Okay. Does that make sense, Taco Cat, right? Yeah. Yeah, DEs I can do. Yeah, I'm DiffyQ, cool. PDEs, I was like, no, don't want it. No. Okay, cool. Yeah, Obi did give me, like, he gave me some hand clapping when I was able to figure this part out. When I figured out the first part, how I figured out the interior was always greater than 0, but the boundary was always equal to 0. I thought that was cool. But besides that, yeah, I couldn't do the other part. Does Obi have his own Discord, by the way? Sorry, or is Obi part of the Elements? I know Dawn, you have a Discord, and I guess Zach has one too. Oh, Obi doesn't? Okay. Sometimes you use complex analysis. Yeah, the explanation, I don't know. I kind of saw that, like, square root of x squared plus y squared greater than r. Yeah, I get how this is like the distance in R2. I see that. And then, but this, like, somehow makes some difference. They say, like, the function goes to 0 as the distance from the origin goes to infinity. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it is harmonic. Yeah. Well, they talked about that up here, I think. The heat equation and the wave equation, and I saw something about harmonic functions there. The maximum, they're saying the maximum principle of the heat equation. And they said, why is there no maximum in the case of the wave equation? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I sent them over to your Discord and Zach's, so they'll find it at some point. But I thought it was cool. I learned what the maximum principle was, and I learned how to prove that it was being violated. So that was fun. Anyways, yeah, good question there, Taco Cat. The stuff with the heat. I still know what to do. Yeah, it's okay. Well, we'll find someone that does. You have one more? Okay, what's up, Taco? Yeah, ask it. What's up? What's your other question? You're still stuck. What are you still stuck with? Thank you, Pen Center. Yeah. Favorite taco. I'm great, you. Okay. What was your other question, Taco? Put the waiting music on. Oh, you sent it? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, he says he sent it. Ooh, I like this. Okay. No, you got it. I got it. I got you. Let me see it. Okay. A certain large wind turbine is able to transform 1,500,000 joules of mechanical energy into 1 million joules of electrical energy every second. How much thermal energy does this waste? Okay, that's cool. So again, this is our turbine. So also this big number here is just mega. Mega means a million. So I'm just going to do that just to help things. So 1 megajoule is equal to 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 joules. Okay. So as the input, right? So this is like wind. We're taking in 1.5 megajoules. And then for the output, we have 1.0 megajoules of electricity. Okay. Now remember the total. So the total energy has to be the same on both sides, or the total power input really. So if we're putting 1.5 in and we're getting one out as electricity, that means I have to get 0.5 out as thermal. Dude, yeah. You drink enough coffee, you can, Pensento. So thermal energy, yes, this is correct. 500,000 joules. I agree with that. Okay. Calculate the efficiency of this turbine. Okay, so remember, efficiency. So again, this is waste. This is usable. Okay? So, efficiency, right, is equal to usable output divided by input. The usable output here is 1. The input is 1.5. So it's 1 over 1.5, which is equal to 0.67. So that's going to be 67%. Or here, I can show you how it works. Okay, Taco? Yeah, here's another key thing. If your efficiency is ever greater than 1, Taco Cat, that's wrong. No. Nothing can be more than 100% efficient. Okay, because efficiency is the usable output. Okay, so a turbine is it's like a wheel, and it spins. And when it spins, it generates electricity. Okay? So it also generates heat due to like friction and stuff, all right? Efficiency refers to the usable output, which is the electricity. You can't really use the thermal output from the turbine. This is called waste, okay? There are some clever things in engineering to try to be able to recover the waste energy, recover the thermal energy using either like geothermal, whatever, like you can do stuff. But yeah, you want to do the usable energy, the usable output divided by the total input. Does that make sense? The 500 is waste. You can't use the 500. Mm-hmm. So when it's wasted, I don't subtract them. Yeah, well, see, Taco Cat, I don't want you to memorize, like, an equation. I want you to understand the concept, okay? So here's what you have, right? You have input goes to usable output and waste output. But this total always equals this total. So, if they give you the input let's say they give you the input is 10 and they give you the waste is 3. Do you see how you have to do 10 minus 3 to get the amount that's usable? Because these two have to add up to the same total as this. If they give you this and they give you this, then you're done because you can just do this divided by this. Right. It depends what they give you, right? In the last question, they gave you this and they gave you this. So you had to figure out what this was by knowing that these two things have to add up to this. Yeah? That's important. Just understand the concept. Yeah, don't memorize equations. Okay? Yeah? Cool. All right. Good job, dude. Nice. Okay, awesome. All right, cool. All right, let me end off the stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to office hours.
Nice.
Appreciate everyone asking their questions today. Come by the stream. Yes, thank you. Thanks for all the raids today. We had Dawn raid. I think we had Obi raid. Yeah, I love all the raids. Thanks so much for coming by. Gold, appreciate you. I like that. That's nice. Thank you, Pen. Yeah, awesome. Okay. We usually do have a stream tomorrow, but it's LA Tech Week, and I have to go to a seminar on like AI and education and stuff. Go rub some shoulders with some VC and I don't know angel investors and stuff. So no stream tomorrow, but we will resume streams again next Monday, starting at that'll be 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central. So Penn Center has a stream actually on Wednesday, so I invite you to go check that out. And I'm glad Penn Center that we now have this calendar. This calendar is so cool. So so yes. So usually my stream. Well, let's go back. So usually our stream would be an hour later at this time from 5 till 7. But I'm going to be out at conferences. So go check out Penn Center's stream here, which will be at 1 o'clock Pacific on his Twitch. And you'll be doing some calc and physics. Cool. Awesome. So yeah. So shout out to Penn Center. Go follow him on Twitch. He's an awesome guy. Great friend of ours. And you can go learn about physics, math, 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes. And he'll probably answer some questions too. If you got some homework questions, I'm sure you'll take a minute to go through. But yeah. All right. With that being said, let's go raid somebody. Who are we gonna go raid? Let's go raid someone. Who are we gonna raid? Who am I following? Oh, Zach. Hell yeah. Let's go hi, Zach. Yeah. So actually, if you wanna go learn some more math, go say hi to our buddy Zach. We love Zach. Zach is on. Yes. So awesome. Yes. Great. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Wonderful rest of your week. And we will see you guys on Monday. Peace.
There's got to be a pattern to this, but and then the next one, if we write it out, is going to be -3, and then the square terms of the next pair will be 1 over 16 minus 9. That's right. That was 1/16. 1 over 9. Then it says 7. 7 over 48 plus 7 over 48. It's going to be whatever that series is going to be. So you're going to alternate odds. And these are products. So you have 3 times 6, 1 times 4, 3 times 6, 6 times... Hang on. Hey, whoa, well, welcome to... Thank you for the raid, Dr. Cold. Hello. We're having fun with some integrals. MIT integration. I was going to say, it looks like an integration B problem because it is. Hello there. The partial sums diverge, but... Okay, so let me try to back up. Welcome, everybody. I'm doing a little bit of fun math today, I feel like. I'm going to erase all this. There's a nice picture. Maybe that's where I saw it, Penn Center, was it from here? I thought I had seen, it looks like an MIT integration B problem. Okay, so So what we've got so far, we changed variables. So on the right here, we wrote out all these individual integrals. And I was just trying to write an infinite series, because ultimately this whole thing, I think, converges to the sum of all these terms. And so the question is, what's the sum of all these terms? 7, let's see, so was it 9 times 16? Isn't that 144, and then you have 3, divide that by 3, that's 48. That is correct, I believe. The tricky part here is, how do I break this up into reasonable pieces? Yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Thank you so much, Dr. Gold, by the way. You can give a shout out. I will do it. Actual education. There we go. Shout out. Actual education. Go give him a follow. Great streamer, great friend. Does some awesome homework help stuff. I'm trying to figure out how the denominators are changing though, because when we're writing this out in detail, we're getting something like this, and then we're getting something like this, and then we're getting something like this, and then the next term would be this. But I was trying to infer what the pattern in these terms is, and I think the pattern is that there's going to be a 9, but the denominators are a little more tricky.